Game over.
Fuck! What the fuck? Fuck! Who the fuck is fucking? How did you two fucking fuck? Fuck!
Game over, man. Game over.
Wait a minute. There's things here. There's trees. There's rocks. There's birds. There's frogs. Come on. We'll bless them all until we get verschnicken. Join me.
Well, Sparkle Farts, all things being equal, you are technically correct.
Try to relax your anus.
It's not my bag. That's not a bag. That's my fucking coochie that's hanging out.
Hey, where are the white women at?
Why did somebody tell me my ass was so big?
Who is he? He's an asshole, sir. I know that. What's his name? That is asshole. Major asshole.
Welcome. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the show. Hey, how you doing? Let's get this screen up here. I've got buttons for this. There it is. Welcome. All right. Let me pop out the YouTube chat so I can keep that on the screen as well. Pop out the chat. There we go. And boom. All right, so we've got all of our chat windows up on Twitch, Rumble, YouTube, you name it. Welcome
Warning.
to...
An asshole has entered the chat.
And that's why that's there. Thank you, Wilmer Autotech. Good to see you, Well Salty. How are you today? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Whoa. Is it too loud? Am I too loud? Trying to get a hang on this here. The audio settings get a little twitchy when I have, because that freaking thing, it has to spiral into everything. No, I heard a-hole enter the chat. Oh, okay, thank God. I was worried I had a volume issue because maybe the Rodecaster is getting old. I don't know. I do smoke around it. I took it personally. Well, it was played by Wilmer Autotech's request, so it was his opinion. It was his opinion. I didn't say who the asshole was. That's the beautiful thing about the sound drop. I don't say who the asshole is. It's up to you to figure that out. It's like our own little murder mystery. Hey, who's the dick? We'll see. We'll see. All right. So for today, we have a whole buttload of shit. I'm going to take out my rage on Wilmer. Yeah, Wilmer should be the one receiving all of your ire. If you're watching us on Rumble or YouTube or Twitch, thank you and welcome. And remember Rumble chat, though it's not on the screen. I can read the chat. Oh, Wilmer's having fun. It's just technically Tuesday. It is technically Tuesday. Thank you, Wilmer, for the 100 bits. Oh, did I? I don't remember where I put things and stuff and things. Uh-oh, spaghetti-o. Alrighty, so we've got a full show prepped for you to take us all the way to the lovely 5:30 because we're baked into our overtime. Puns. So if you want to contribute to the show, we appreciate that, and that certainly helps keep the automatic overtime thing going. But, as I said, already a thing today. We have a lot to get into, including activists at the White House. It's amazing. It's amazing what you can do at the White House. It's always when I feel like, all right, they got it out of their system, we're good to go, and then I start winding up, and bam, right in the balls. Right in the balls. Anyways, so as I was saying, it's always fun to see what you can do at the White House when your group is approved of. Apparently, there are no rules when your group is approved of. But if everyone doesn't think you should be there, even if they let you in, then everything you do is a sin. Strange. Anyhow, so we're going to be talking about that. Is that even in the first hour? Did we get in? That's in the second hour. That's in the second hour. Ugh. All right, so yeah, we got things in the first hour. Skyscraper in Korea. Apparently a guy got arrested for climbing that. We have a BLM ice cream shop that's dealing with some bullshit. And you can't imagine what's going on over there. Anyways, a man in prison is convicted of attempting to commit murder. Crazy. So and then Biden greenlit a factory in Michigan. The American workforce is strong. The factory is for a company in China. I really love the fucking Crowder sting. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to stop playing with that before that becomes a habit. Anyways, yeah, great. We got that American industrial machine moving for China. You know, what is it we always used to say? Companies are outsourcing to third world economies like China. Now China's outsourcing to third world economies like Michigan. The state's shaped like a glove. It's built for work. Alrighty. Anyways, so we've got all that fun shit to get into. Again, our show going till 5:30. And then later in the show today, of course, the White House thing we already teased. And we'll get to in hour 3 the illustrious polyamorous rainbow. That one's going to be a box to unpack. I'm going to tell you right now. Scares the shit out of me. Don't even know why the fuck. I honestly, if I hadn't teased it this morning, I would have considered ditch it. Because, not because it's bad, but because people like that, facing reality that they're in reality. Oh, wow. Just makes a man need to shit, you know? All right, So let's get started with our first story, which is unfortunately not the most fun. A man is arrested after 3 were found dead with stab wounds, and a van attempts to run over pedestrians in the United Kingdom. Again, proving that it's always those goddamn guns that lead to the violence and the murders. It's always the guns. Oh wait, I'm sorry. They were stabbed with a knife and not with bullets. I forget that those also stab. All right. Yoink. Boop.
Like everybody else, just shocked that Nottingham's just such a wonderful city.
The police in the United Kingdom said a 31-year-old man has been arrested on suspicion of murder after 3 people were killed and a van attempted to run over more people. Police did not release who the individuals were that were harmed. Police have shut down 6 roads in the area and continue to investigate. Great, great. Glad all of those cameras and nobody's ability to protect themselves is still going strong and working. Seems like it'd just be, I don't know, helpful. All right, is this all just music? Because I don't want to just play this lo-fi beat. Oh, this is several news stories wrapped into one. I wanted to just cover the dude with the stuff. They were called to Ilkson Road at the center shortly after 4 a.m. local time, where they discovered 2 people in the street, 2 victims, both 19. Shortly after, police were called to another incident a short distance away on Milton Street that reports that a van attempted to run over 3 people. 1 man was transported to a hospital in critical condition, while other 2 are believed to have suffered minor injuries. A man in his 50s was also found dead from knife injuries a few blocks away. Do we have any idea who the knifer is? Police used a stun gun to detain the suspect on suspicion of murdering following the pedestrian attacks. They said, keeping an open mind as to possible motive, police are not looking for any other suspects in connection to the attacks. All right, so they got the guy, but my question is why? Why go through all of that work? And he was in his 50s. I imagine got to be tired, right? Got to be sleepy. It's just a lot to do. I feel like if you're going to, again, this is where...
Last time I checked, we don't have a whole lot of songs that feature the cowbell.
That is true, we don't.
Gotta have more cowbell, baby.
10 months from 5W40 Motor Oil. That is a tremendous honor, sir. Thank you for supporting this program for nearly a year consecutively. That is immense and humbling. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Your cowbell, good sir. All right. Thank you very, very much for that. That is awesome. Moving along. As I had mentioned earlier, briefly ago, it's really in this economy, it's inspiring to hear we've got jobs, we're creating jobs, we're adding jobs. One thing that seems to have died out, the factory work. A lot of people say, hey, you got to have a degree now, or you have to go to college, or you got to go to a 2-year college or something. It's really nice to see those like low level factory worker jobs come back, until you hear that it is the Biden administration greenlighting a Chinese EV battery factory in Michigan, despite local opposition. They're just building EV batteries. Those things that kind of occasionally spontaneously explode. We're going to make a bunch of those, right? We'll stockpile them here. We'll have them here. And when China needs them, we'll bing, bang, boom, ship them back over to China. They can sell them, and everything's great. It only costs us our resources. And are we providing a workforce? Are they sending employees? Seriously, come on, man. Why? Trump was going to destroy America. Remember that? I remember that. I remember hearing it fervently from people. I remember being told over and over again. I think you're doing a song, K Fallen, and I'm just not going to read it. Anyways, as I was saying, we had things going great. Now we're building Chinese EV battery factory in Michigan. I mean, are they going to put the batteries in the Chinese cars that are over there, like over here? Is it for safer ship? Why would you do it? All right, so let's find out more of this. Oh, wait, actually, Let's hear from the Michigan residents. Apparently, they ripped into the local board for approving the Chinese EV battery plant in secret. Oh, that'll go over well. You know what your constituents love, and a local elected official, you have to, live with those people. They love when they find out that you did something behind their back in the middle of the night. That's when they're like, hey, that's why I vote for you. Make those decisions without me. You know what I mean? Because I'm too dumb. I gotta have you do that. Again, out of my hands. I don't have control of them anymore.
The Tucson is Hyundai's hottest.
Holy Jesus. Great. A story about Chinese electric vehicles, and we have a ad for Hyundai. Great.
The 7 members of a Michigan town board are now facing recalls after signing off on a Chinese-backed electric vehicle battery plant and dismissing concerns from the town's citizens.
Quick question.
Gretchen Whitmer putting Michigan first. Well, I mean, I would feel like the FBI agents who got some of your constituents framed, I feel like they wouldn't feel like they were put first. But,
No questions from the floor. Sir, if you are disorderly,
No questions from the floor. I will not explain why I'm driving a brand new Jaguar. We are not taking questions from you peasant rabble. We are all now millionaires. Dude, you're giving up the game. Shut up.
doors that way. I explained that last month.
And the thing is our greater Great Lakes don't just stay here. Y'all, do you not understand that? It runs all the way up and all the way down.
Seriously, answer your fucking phone. I'm trying to pay attention to this very clearly mom-botted, I'm going to say mother of three. Mother of three, very, very Michigan mother in terms of, there's cushions. But my point is, no, don't do this. We're not going to get in a bad mood about you being a jumpity-uppity bastard, all right? We're going back. We're going back to the other story. Holy Jesus, who the heck was that lady? That was... Who the hell are you? Oh, we've got another ad. The AI revolution. You know, the thing that accidentally, kind of slandered a radio host or told a bunch of anorexic people to, quit eating so much.
We don't have a whole lot of songs that feature the cowbell.
I gotta have more cowbell, baby.
Thank you so much. That is 19 months Chevy JB. Your cowbell.
It doesn't work
good
for me.
Sir.
I gotta have more cowbell.
Good afternoon, Johnny. Cheer 100.
Kirsch 9 following. Thank you. And now we've got a hype train. Holy shit.
Here comes driver's head too. Wahey! Here it comes, here it comes. Here comes the train to stay. Here comes the train!
Kirsch 9 saying hello there. Hello, Kirsch 9. Welcome to the show. This is kind of a lighthearted news entertainment show where I attempt to be funny. We do all sorts of wacky and wild stuff, and we go till about 5:30 usually. I think I'm ruining my camera's ability to handle a green screen because of the haze. All right, we'll get back to this Michigan battery thing in just a second. 23% of the way through level 1 of this hype train. Thank you very, very much. Again, you've got the sound drops, the stickers, and bits to do your heart's content during the hype train. Appreciate all the support. Thank you. And what the hell was I going to do before we get back into the Michigan thing? We addressed the new person. We said thank you for that. The hype train's rolling. I actually have to do a controlled burn in a second for that. That'll be fun. And I think we're going to go back to the Michigan thing now. Although we jumped way too far in the story. I got to get back to Wilford Brimley and the rest of the panel go, no, we don't want We don't want to hear your complaints. We get it. You don't like it. You voted for us, and we voted for a deal that I'm sure none of you saw any money from that wonderful Chinese company. I'm sure none of you have a brand new car. Yeah. I'm sure none of you have a vacation home in another state.
No questions from the floor. Sir, if you are disorderly, the door is that way. I explained that last month.
And the thing is our greater Great Lakes don't just stay here. Y'all, do you not understand that?
Again, answer the phone. She's having a moment. I'm trying to focus. Doon doodly doon doon. Doon doodly doon doon. Who the fuck just lets it ring?
Runs all the way up and all the way down. And y'all should be ashamed.
If you are disorderly, the door is that way. I explained that last month.
And the thing is our greater Great Lakes don't just stay here.
Fuck!
Y'all, do you not-
Fuck! Oh!
Thank you very much for the 100 bits, Wilmer Autotech, for the sound drop. Thank you very much. 27% of the way through this hype train at level 1. A minute and 43 left to go on this hype train. Hopefully either go a little higher or, well, tap out, then that's the way it is. Thank you again for everyone contributing. This is a little distracting with the phone ringing. I'm guessing she forgot that there's a microphone.
Last time I checked, we don't have a whole lot of songs that feature the cowbell.
I gotta have more cowbell, baby.
Happy anniversary, Johnny.
That is 16 months for Bud Britches. Thank you very, very much. Subscribing again, 16 months. Yes, it is. It is the anniversary. I forgot. I completely forgot. I'm going to have to do something like this weekend, or I don't know. Maybe we'll do it next weekend so we can promote it properly. We'll figure out what it is. Might do like a Diablo stream or something. It'll have to be multiple things. We might do like I don't know. Too much to work through right now. We'll get to this later, guys. Thank you very much for contributing to the show and that subscription. Okay, so, ma'am, did nobody tell you you have a microphone? Because I feel like you're projecting a lot, and that is impressive. I get it. I see the lung capacity. Respect. But, maybe use the microphone.
Understand that. It runs all the way up and all the way down.
Party 100,
Y'all should
party
be
100.
ashamed.
Thank you, Dear Butch, for the 200 bits. It runs up and it runs all the way down. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. For the love of God, Todd, answer it or silence it. We're doing
Cheer
something
100.
here. Thank you, Wilmer. And we are done right there. Thank you very much for that hype train at level 1. Thank you very, very much. One controlled burn to celebrate that lovely thing. Okay, so the Michigan residents are pushing to recall the entire local board. Something tells me the local board that voted to approve this, again, I'm sure there was no ancillary benefits, are fine with being retired because they have, again, vacation homes in Wyoming to get to. Sprawling acreages and a vineyard.
I'm absolutely disgusted with each and every one of you. And I shouldn't have voted for anybody, especially you.
Thank you for your time, man.
Too bad. This is a group of people who literally went, oh, so we're getting paid. I see how it is.
Marjorie Steele is a resident in the town where this would be built, and she joins me now. Marjorie, thanks so much for being here. If allowing a Chinese company to...
Marjorie, thanks for joining us. Just one question. Why do you look like someone just literally spooned a whole bunch of Skippy into your vagina and there's a dog there right now? Because honestly, I'd say the cat that ate the canary, but a mouth like that usually belongs to a horse. Why the we're gonna, like, are you planning to do something heinous? Like, justice is a coming. Like, I don't trust this face. And I'm just saying, I'm giving base takes before I know anything that's happened. JJPJ is the bomb. Oh, what did we start now? I was trying to make a joke, and now we're going to No. That's how we end up on Blue Waffle Street again. Not again.
Build this plant in your town was such a great idea. Why was the process done in secret?
That's not a question that I can answer, obviously, but we're very upset about it. So as you may know, all of the members of the Green Charter Township Board are currently under recall. There's more underway in the Big Rapids Township and at the county level eventually here. But, these recalls are all well and good, but we have our eye on the prize, which is stopping these projects. They're absolutely, well, we can't even talk about how toxic they are, can we? Because they don't have environmental impact reports.
This is just a wild story and really bringing together some strange bedfellows. You yourself voted for a Democrat, Gretchen Whitmer. You are a hardcore environmentalist, and you're saying, whoa, let's not build this EV battery plant for a number of reasons, not the least of which it is helping our main adversary in China.
Well, I mean, yeah, but you're forgetting the part where these EV batteries are, like, we keep forgetting, like, oh, it's green. It's, fucking be a dick and a half. Why you be a cocksucker motherfucker when you be a cocksucker motherfucker? Fuck you, Fox News. Oh, hey, we got another stupid ad for the AI revolution. Hey, great music, though, right? That's what we come here for. It's like a DJ show. Go fuck yourself, WTAI.
The 7 members of a Michigan
Get back to where we were.
Adversary in China. So why does it seem like these 7 individuals are choosing China over the interests of their own citizens?
Again, that would be the part where they were paid. It's not hard to see. They knew this would make everybody pissed. They're like, yeah, we did it anyway. They were paid, okay? Don't act so dumb. It's insulting me because I am totally tarded. And from the looks of things, so is she.
That's a great question, and that's a question that obviously we as residents have been asking ourselves here for a long time. I think the simple answer is greed. But, just to be clear, this is a problem that goes all the way up from the township level to the county level to the state. Our Michigan Economic Development Corporation has been incubating the fund, the taxpayer funds, and has been doing nothing to insist that proper due diligence be done. I was particularly perturbed by Senator Sarah Anthony's comment after the Senate Appropriations Committee meeting that we here in Big Rapids don't have the privilege of turning down good jobs. First of all, those good jobs, the wages, which, by the way, we have no impact reports, so we can't attest to the health and safety of them. But those wages started at $60,000 and are now down to $45,000 and will probably go lower, which, by the way, is $13,000 below the national average. Wow. So this is just insulting. The very premise that this is built on is false.
Remember, you poor white bumfuck people are uneducated, so just be happy we threw you some jobs. They're menial, And, nobody knows if you'll die of cancer or anything from handling these chemicals in the batteries, but who cares? Ads are racist. Ain't nobody got time for that. You're exactly right, Fat Conan. Exactly right. It's like 50 for me. I don't know what you mean by that. Oh, the time on the... Oh, well, I read it the way I saw it, and that's what we're going to call it. All right, so back to, again, I don't know why. I think she vaguely looks like someone I boned, and that's why I have an issue.
recalls.
I don't know how many more examples we need to realize that China is not our friend, especially when it comes to environmental matters, because if they cared about the environment so much, they would stop being the #1 polluter in the world, yet they fool our country into making these EVs, and it's just going to cause more harm to the environment, and that's sad. Marjorie Steele, keep up your fight and keep us posted. We appreciate it.
That's right. Keep up your fight. That's right. She is literally in the trenches of Michigan, where they are trading blows with those commie Chinese. I can't believe that if the whole town is against it. I can't believe that board would just pass it like that. That they would just willfully ignore the people and just go, you know what, we're gonna pass this anyway because you guys will, even if it means costing us our jobs. And that is a dangerous thing for me, because then we'll be ostracized from this town. People won't like us. In fact, we might have to up and move. Good thing I got that new house on the East Coast, and yeah, you guys were paid. I mean, come on. I'm dumb, and even I can smell the money pouring from all of you. Too bad. That is the attitude that someone who saw zeros has. Like, too bad. Too bad you don't like it. You shouldn't have voted for me. Too bad. I cashed the check. Too bad. Fat Conan, she looks like a dude to me. Like I said, look vaguely similar. Anyways. So, speaking of looks like a dude, I talked about this a little bit ago. The guy who was in jail for a man in South Carolina was in jail on a life sentence for murder. And apparently he is now facing a second life sentence for using a cell phone to arrange a killing. All right, before we get into this, Chevrolet JB has got us a little YouTube link. Let's see what we have here. I have no idea what the heck this is. This is from 3 weeks ago. I will give that a solid look at the end of this first hour. That looks like that might be something to tune into in just a bit. I don't know how that's relevant at the moment, so I'm assuming we got time. I'm just here for the Zen Garden today. I need more Zen in my life. Well, that's what the Zen Garden is here for, to kind of help you unwind at the end of the day. It's the metaphorical wine to your spirit to help you just kind of, and it's all done. You know, you've had whatever you had go on today. Maybe you're the manager and you've had to keep the office together. Maybe some sort of shit broke out because some lady thought, you know what we'll do? We'll have someone who pretends to be a lady celebrate being a woman for a year on our can. So like I'm saying, everybody's gone through shit, and maybe you just need a little unwind time. And I get it. That's what the Zen Garden is for. Anyhow, back to this story. South Carolina prisoner faces second life sentence for using cell phone to arrange a killing. A South Carolina prisoner serving a life sentence for murder orchestrated killing a man he thought robbed a drug runner for a methamphetamine ring the inmate was running behind bars. You know what? I'm on this guy's side. He is just a small business owner trying to survive. Oh, and another one from Chevy JB. Use that one. Okay. Oh, it's the same one from a different angle. I gotcha.
Hey, laser lips! Your mama was a snowblower.
Yeah, I think I am going to have to spend some time getting rid of the Your Mama Was a Snowblower one. We'll maybe cycle one of the older ones into the channel points thing and come up with a new sound drop to put on the bits, because I'm just kind of like, I get it. We're bagging on my mom. But I mean, I'm just kind of done, you know? I've lost the taste for it. Everyone else has had a crack at her. Why do I? Anyways, thank you very much, Chevy JB, for that other clip. I will definitely, like I said, get to that after we get done with this first part here. So, Daniel Allen Shannon. 3 first names? How could we go wrong? Daniel Allen Shannon was sentenced to life in federal prison earlier this month for the killing, but the only way he will end up in federal custody is if he was released from his life without parole sentence in state court for a 2001 murder. Okay. Oh, so he was convicted of the recent one earlier this month. Oh, so you had the person. Okay. Shannon ran a drug ring from prison using contraband cell phones. The director of South Carolina's prisons has spent more than 9 years trying to convince the federal government to allow states to jam cell phone signals inside prison walls. Yeah, why would you want to jam cell phones? If you jam cell phone signals, you can't have anyone mail in a bomb and then detonate it remotely. Why would you jam cell phone signals? We had to go this far. We've gone this far in society before we're like, you know what? I bet with how tiny and like swallowable cell phones are, Wi-Fi chargers and shit, I'm sure there is no way people are smuggling in cell phones. Yes, of course they were. They keistered a phone, Nokia. No keister up.
Look, 11 out of 12, I don't do this short thing. But this in America, it's the holidays. Fuck yeah, get over here, please. I want to suck your dick.
Well, tell you, Pride Month! Bro, I can't wait to score me some mangine. I'm going to be a regular dude hound.
I'll be glad when we take that one off the rotation. Fuck it. Everybody else is trying to capitalize on pandering to a holiday. At least I'm not backing down because of backlash. Backfire, maybe. Thank you, Small Egg Picker, for the 250 channel points. Alrighty, now I'm burnt out on the Pride. Yeah, I have a feeling it's not going anyway. We'll see. How's the glue sniffing going? I do not, Taste Fairy, I do not have any glue sniffing happening. I don't sniff glue. My nose would be stuck shut. Alrighty, so Shannon ran the drug ring. Another example of prisoners using contraband cell phones from behind state prison fences to continue committing crimes. Sterling has plenty of examples. There was a 2018 gang riot orchestrated through illegal cell phones that ended with 7 prisoners killed. A state prison guard was ambushed and seriously injured in a hit planned and ordered from inside the prison. And there has been an extortion ring where inmates trick people outside into sending... You trick people into... How is everyone tricking people into sending them nudes? I gotta know. What's the trick? And I mean, is it just dudes? Because don't call them nudes and dick pics. Because if you say, hey, man, they got people to send them dick pics, I'm like, I'm not surprised. Woo. But the Extortion ring.
You've got a beautiful cock.
Cheer 100. Oh no, you tricked me.
Thank you, Labglass, for the 100 bits, and thank you, Wilmer, for the 50. There's been an extortion ring which tricked into sending nude photos of themselves. Then the solicitors claim to be underage and demand money to not go to police. Sterling has appeared with the parents of a man who died by suicide after being targeted by that scam. Oh. So what you're saying is you think that some of your inmates might have been responsible for driving. Oh, dude. Why? Did he have a fugly? Oh, and you kept milking him and he couldn't. And then he was worried that the information would come out and his parents would find out, and they're super strict. I'm like, no way, dude. Oh, Jesus. I can't. Anyways, we went through a lot of that incredibly effed up story. So we can... would you like to see the guy? Would you like to see this incredible criminal mastermind? Will a butthole do? Says Labglass. No, I feel like again, myself personally, I'm not of a persuasion that involves backdoor action. So I like, if I'm asking for nudes, it's usually like titty pics. I like me some healthy woman titties. Real woman. Actually, we'll talk about some titty pics later. I gotta speed this up. We're on this story. I gotta get through this stuff. We got like 15 minutes to get into hour 2, and I gotta, yeah, all right. Anyways, so here's the criminal mastermind who apparently orchestrated a hit from inside a prison while running his, because that person failed to, come through with the drugs on the meth ring. He was running again from inside prison. I give you the winner of our Shark Tank. Look, I'll tell you this. This guy's a real straight shooter. He looks like my brother if you hit him in the side of the head with a baseball bat and it didn't come back all the way, just like, nah. Wait a minute. Are you looking at me or over there? Who are you? Oh, Jesus. Thorn, but trans women are women. We got a fun we got a fun one for you if that don't worry. Just hold on to the end of the show. But I gotta get to Thorns because it's really funny. I feel like he's watching me and the door. This guy had his eye on everything all at once. I don't know how he does it. Does he have a colorful nickname inside? Like, what do they call him? One-Eyed Joe? Had not been for Crooked-Eyed Joe, I would have sold all my dope. Where did he come from? Where did he go? Where did he come from? Crooked-Eyed Joe. Oh my God. It's the picture. They say a picture's worth 1,000 words. I can at least say one eye exam, maybe. Well, if you ain't a sight for sore, hey, who are you looking at? God damn it. Oh, they call me Chameleon Eyes. I really feel like, yeah, he could just, like, his tongue should come out and lick that one. Just... Look, I'm not saying that you see people and you profile. I'm saying sometimes people look shifty in the eyes. And, which way did he go, George? Which way did he go? It's just when you hear criminal mastermind in prison for murder and possibly going into federal custody for another murder, for running a illicit drug ring inside prison. I didn't realize there was so much depth perception to the guy. I'm a horrible cunt. All right, I am a horrible dick, and that man is apparently, well, that's 2S, not A. Jeez, wait a minute, what did I do wrong? Okay. Gotta keep an eye on the door. He looks like Adam Sandler, half brother. Depth perception. He's got Marty Feldman eyes. All right. So, yeah, okay. So, yeah, I got to take this picture off the screen cuz it's creeping me out. Oh. Holy fucking... Nope, gotta get an ad in there. Heaven forbid we don't sell an ad to, do we want to do this one? Nah. We're gonna ditch, that story. Just to catch up on time. I don't really feel like it. It's kind of a nothing burger story. It was been something fun to talk about. His eyes follow you everywhere. I feel like the guy always has his eye on you. Eyes in the back of his head. He has walleye vision. That's what it is, walleye vision. All right, anyways, enough about that man. We're going to ditch that story. We're going to move to this one here. So, if you guys remember, in Seattle, there was a little bit of a thing as this ad kind of meh. I don't want your ad. Let me pause it. That's why the pause button is there. Alrighty, so if you remember, Seattle had that that whole Chaz zone thing. Oh my God, it's his villain name, Crazy Eye. It's not bad. It's better than Crazy Legs, you know? Because he always wears sunglasses. Yeah. What are you going to do? Put on pants that do? Nope. Those fuckers are still running around like fucking two noodles hooked up to a car battery. That's going to be great. All right, anyways, we have a sound drop for that. Alrighty, so if you remember that whole Chaz thing that they did in Seattle, residents seized a neighborhood, you know. The authorities were kicked out. They had no authority. Well, time has settled, the dust has settled, and one ice cream shop is being brave and standing up and saying, "We stand with the BLM movement and the message that that lawless zone caused by saying that the city needs to pay for all the damages that happened. They infringed on our rights by not protecting our storefront when they fled. So they have to pay." Oh, no. What about Ukraine? No. We're talking about Seattle. A Seattle-based ice cream company, Molly Moon's Homemade Ice Cream, is suing for extensive property damage that it suffered from a BLM zone CHOP in 2020, according to a lawsuit shared by reporter Sam Campbell. In the summer of 2020, rioters created an anti-police zone that was initially called the Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone, or CHAZ, but was later renamed the Capitol Hill Occupied Protest, or CHOP. As a result, KUOW reported protesters took over a 10-block area surrounding a Molly Moons location. 3 years later, Molly Moons filed a lawsuit in the U.S. District Court for the Western District of Washington to sue the city for ignoring its constitutional rights because police chose to abandon the CHOP zone to rioters, per the lawsuit. Oh, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, the Capitol Hill Occupied Zone, thank you, Voice Crack. I love not sounding authoritative. It's why I'll never be a, whoa, Jesus, this thing is slowed up for motherfuck's sake. It's why I'll never be a dictator, because who would believe this voice? Anyways, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, the occupied zone, Chaz, or whatever have you, when all was said and done in the smoke cell, we're talking about regions that look like this, regions completely devoid of any police or any law enforcement of any kind. So the residents there took it upon themselves to maintain the neighborhood, and by God, didn't they do a great job. It's the way of business in 2023. Feel the success. Oh, they should just do what Lulu LaRue did. Fire all the employees and tell the protesters they can loot whatever they want. Well, see, no, that's not the case here. See, the case of this is Molly's Moon or Molly Moons is a brand food chain, and so that was just one location in that particular city. So they want to rebuild their store. They want everything, taken care of. I mean, the glass was broken, all the ice cream was gone, and nobody paid for any of it. Ironically enough, it was trusted on an honor system, and what we found was that they even took the racking, and one of the doors from a fucking cooler. I don't know about that. I'm making that shit up. I'm sorry. But wouldn't be surprised. So the CEO of Molly Moons, Molly Moon Netzel, told Fox News Digital that it did not want to undermine the message of racial equality through its lawsuit. Right? We don't want to undermine the message of racial equality. We're just saying while you guys had your message of racial equality, you destroyed our store, and we want the city to pay for it for not, being the jackboot thugs that we call them. And so you don't want the cops to swoop in and stop these people from rioting, but you want the city to pay for the damages because they didn't do. You guys realize you have a police shortage because you're just chasing law enforcement away. I can't imagine why. You guys are villainous thugs and you're the source of the problem. All right, well, let them take over the zone and have their own thing. Hey, you're violating my rights. Protect my business. Karen, go fuck yourself. At Molly Moons, we hold race equity at the top of our list of priorities for how we want to make the world better. Black Lives Matter. The lawsuit filed on Wednesday, June 7th, is not meant to undermine that important message. It's seeking compensation for the significant revenue losses and the team morale impacts we experienced during and for many months after CHOP caused by the city of Seattle's decision to affirmatively create and assist the CHOP occupation of Capitol Hill, to abandon the police precinct, and to stop responding to public safety needs in our beloved Capitol Hill community. the people that you don't want to infringe on are the ones who did all of that. And the people you call ACAB, the people you call bastards, the people you call the jackbooted thugs when they stand up to these people doing that stuff. Yeah, those people, yeah, they let them have their way because like you, they're like, all right, let them have their message. We don't want to infringe. The city isn't responsible for what happened to your store. Especially if you're like, hey, we don't want to infringe on the rights of everybody involved, but Molly Moon, she's a vegetarian. She don't eat meat, but she sure likes the cone. Okay, Sandy, I'm sorry, but the BLM is probably who destroyed your business, stupid people. Like I said, the zone was taken over by the people. The police stepped back so as not to do the jackbooted thug thing they always get accused of doing. And now the city is supposed to step in for the businesses that by the way, support the message. I don't want to interrupt the message, everybody, but I want to say it's really wrong that you guys protested like you did, and so the city needs to pay for it. No, I don't think they do. I think you need to ask those protesters to pay for it. You know, the people that vandalized the store. I mean, if you want the city to pay for it, I would understand that. If you were someone who supported the city and saying the city shouldn't give up these areas, the city should support their businesses, that these protests are inappropriate, that regardless of the message, the methodology is illegal or somehow wrong. But if you're gonna say, look, I get that they had to take everything into their own hands and cause a complete area of total lawlessness for weeks, but the city's responsible for letting them destroy my business. No, guys, I know shit's hit the fan, but how about we suit up and we go protect that ice cream? That's what we gotta do, guys. Johnny, do you not know the song I was referring to? If you sang it, you might have gotten it. I don't know. I don't think the labels are distraction anyway, Sandy. But in general, like I said, I really love a business that's like, I support the protest, I support the message, I'm an ally, you know, on God and all that. But the city needs to pay for this because this isn't cool. What happened here? This isn't cool that they destroyed my business and they took all my stuff. But again, I support the protest and the message. The protest and the message is what did that. You can't support that and then say, but the city needs to pay for the damages it incurred. Wasn't the city's idea. Was the people's idea. Alrighty. Anyways, or you know, your insurance. Why isn't your insurance holder cover it? Aren't you a legit business with insurance? I can't imagine why the insurance company isn't somehow responsible. It's weird that it comes down to the city. Songs in Dumb and Dumber. I'm pretty sure you've seen that movie. Yeah, but I'm not autistic like Aaron with a creepy, weird memory for that kind of shit. Alrighty. So where are we going? We have a British man has been detained after climbing to the 72nd floor of a Seoul skyscraper. This was in Seoul, South Korea. A British man was detained after climbing more than halfway up the world's 5th tallest skyscraper in Seoul, South Korea, with only his bare hands on Monday, authorities said. More than 900 emergency, police, and other personnel were dispatched to the 123-story, 555-meter, or 1,820 foot tall Lot World Tower. The man was spotted scaling the building on Monday morning, the Seoul Fire Agency said in a statement. The man in his 20s reached the 72nd floor before officials took him to a gondola lift and moved him inside the building. Alrighty. The statement said South Korea media identified the man as free climber George King Thompson. The report said he was carrying a parachute and told police he wanted to base jump from the top of the building. Fire and police authorities did not immediately confirm the man's name or his motive. Can we just imprison him? I wanted to base jump from the top of it. Yeah, these are horrible crimes. Jail time. King Thompson was arrested in 2019 after scaling Shard in London, the UK's tallest skyscraper. After the owners of the building pressed charges against him for trespassing, he was sentenced to 6 months in prison and served 3. Well, I guess he's used to it then. In 2021, he climbed a 36-story Stratosphere Tower, a residential block in East London's Stratford neighborhood, and reached the top in less than half an hour. He said he picked the building because he was shocked by the flash floods that had recently hit the area and wanted to raise awareness to the seriousness of climate change. Right, I'm going to raise awareness by climbing a building. Okay, nobody knows that climate change is a thing. So get the fucking chalk powder. I'm climbing a building. How does that teach people about climate change? I don't know, but I'm doing a thing. Figure it out. Climate change. I'm climbing a building. Spider-Man is real. Okay. So let's see. After the owners of the building pressed charges in 2021, he climbed 36 Stratosphere. Police confirmed they took custody of the man, but didn't provide further details. The Lot Property and Development, which operates the tower, said the man didn't suffer any major injuries. The fire agency statement said he suffered a cut on his skin on the right knee. In 2018, French climber Alain Robert, known as Spider-Man for his daring stunt, was also detained after climbing the 75th floor of the Lot World Tower. Lot officials said they heard he was eventually released and left South Korea after they told police they didn't want to press charges for obstruction of trespass. Thank you for the 100 bits. Sandy Squatch saying, I just want to stop in for a minute. Battery's almost dead on my phone as usual. I'm buying a new battery for this POS soon. Have a great day, guys. Thank you, Sandy Squatch. Yeah, I guess. So I guess that applause was very warranted. Thank you, Wilmer Autotech. Okay, so getting on back into it here. 2018, Lot and Property and Development said the company officials were expected to discuss what to do with the British man. I mean, let him base jump off the top of the building. Just keep his parachute. Look, he's a danger seeker, a thrill seeker. I get it. It's dangerous. It's deadly. Ooh. But a lot of you is relying in the back of your mind like, yeah, but nothing's going to go wrong. I got the parachute. Nothing's going to go wrong. If I slip early, I got the parachute. Nothing's going to go wrong. Okay, so we give him the parachute. He base jumps with the parachute. We just don't tell him that it doesn't work. That was wrong. I'm offended. What do you mean that was wrong? Well, you just be offended then. I can't help everyone. Anyways, let's check out this video from this was, what was it? It was Chevy JB, I think, that sent this in. We'll give this a quick look. Lady teaches about abstinence at LSU.
One margarita, she will spread her legs.
When I heard it, I said, this sounds like a rap song. Give me a beat, Kev. This sounds like a rap song.
All right, I don't want to go off on a margarita spread her legs rap song that I haven't heard about. It doesn't really. And then that was Centric Hair calling. I was worried that's a problem. I gotta. So many things. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and ditch this. We'll get our second hour story stuff up Thank you all for being part of the show and that tiny little hype train earlier. Watch it. No, I'll watch it later. I'm not watching it now. I don't want to. I'm not. It's my show. I don't want to do that now. I don't want. Again, I don't know if you know this about me. Maybe it's good. Maybe it is, but I don't give a shit. You lost me at it turned into a rap song. I thought we were gonna watch a lady being funny, talking about like drinking at LSU or whatever, and now we're gonna watch a bunch of people put it to a beat. If you had told me I had, again, it doesn't relate to anything we're talking about. It's just, hey, I found a funny song. Cool. Good for you. That's great.
Cheer 510, watch it.
No, I'm not going to watch it. You can't pay me to watch it. It's my show. I'm not watching it. Lord. Oh, it's all now. Post in his disc. What post, Steve? See, now I can't watch it. Now I can't, even if I want to, I can't give in. But if we hit the goal, will you watch it in OT? Well, we're already on automatic overtime this week because last week I mean, technically the goal for this week is technically hit. It's not even an OT thing. I'll give you this though. Hold on. Where was that link? I'll get the link. If we burn out of the stuff that I had planned for OT, if we
the original of that vid is funny. To be fair, cheer 100.
Oh, I have to do it this way.
Cheer 100, watch that one.
Control C. All right, and we'll do it after the brony thing in overtime. Control V. We'll put it there. We'll see. I'm roofing you. You're roofing me? What? The original vid is that funny? Yeah, it is. And maybe we'll watch that one later. Chad's losing. What? The threat to roofing me. I don't know what you mean you're gonna roof me. The roof is on fire. We don't need no water. Anyways, let's get to hour 2 is what we got to do. So in hour 2, I'm going to pull the audio down quick. Don't do any sound drops and that kind of stuff. I'm going to give it a second in case anyone did anything while I said that. And we're good. Alrighty, so the White House had a Pride Month event, and something awfully interesting happened at that. We have Italy putting a lot of money into some villages, and a woman interrupted a funeral in the weirdest way possible. We have someone who won an award making astronaut food for space, and Corinne Jean-Pierre might have gotten in trouble with a activist group. We'll get to all that. He's roofing you. I think you mean roofing, but yeah, I get what you're saying. No one can resist a Cosby. Oh, well, you think I can't even do Cosby. Oh, I'm so not one of those guys who can do a black person voice, and it just sounds bad. All right, yeah, Seder, and I don't even idiocratical prequel. I'm not sure where we are with that. Hey, we have a sound drop for it, though. All right. So let's get Puddin' Pop. Indeed. Let's get into this The Biden White House, I mean, you guys have to, like, stop trying. Because, wow. I mean, just all of the wow. So diversity has been a big thing with the White House. It started with how they hired so diverse. Remember Sam Brinton? You know, the big the Energy Commission guy? Yeah, he's going to be a great diversity get. He looks like Matt Damon with a mustache, and he dresses like Ellen. And wouldn't you know it, he kept stealing all those clothes. Well, now it's Pride Month, you know. Nobody's bringing up how someone like that would have been a poster child for the administration's inclusivity in a month like this normally. But naturally, don't want to mention him. So the White House decided to have a bunch of trans activists. And now the White House is condemning trans activist Rose Montoya for going topless at a President's Pride Month event on Saturday after video went viral on social media. Montoya and others featured in the video posted by the trans model will not be invited to future events, a White House spokesperson said in a statement. This behavior is inappropriate and disrespectful for any event at the White House. It is not reflective of the event we hosted to celebrate LGBTQIA+ families or the other hundreds of guests who were in attendance. Individuals in the video will not be invited to future events, the statement read. Yeah, it wasn't in keeping with the standards of the White House, but it's in keeping with the standards of what is apparently now the LGBT movement again, because nobody in the LGBT movement is publicly crying for these people to stop. They had nudity at a White House Pride event. Exactly, Saint Oren. Rusty Grammer saying, not going to lie, if I didn't listen to news-based channels online, I'd have no idea it was Pride Month. Haven't seen a single flag or a parade or anything. Yeah, I will agree. I haven't. I don't get out much in my defense. But yeah, I haven't seen a whole lot of Pride celebration stuff. For me, though, with like things like with regards to this, it's not that like people are celebrating Pride. It's that apparently people criticizing Pride are usually demonized and ostracized and how dare you kind of thing. I would love to see a lot of people, and I'm sure this Rose Montoya, a TikTok influencer, I'm sure Rose Montoya has a whole bunch of people that are like, hey, I support you in what you do, and being a trans person, but that was a touch beyond the pale. That doesn't really help our movement. That doesn't help us or elevate us or move us forward. That kind of, feeds into the stereotypical beliefs that we're degenerates or something like that, and or we're just people who have decided we wanted to have a boob surgery and keep our dick and just run around flaunting our tits. And I mean, why would you get that idea at all from this person? Let's watch this on Twitter. Not safe for work. Trans activist video protesting themselves topless. All right, let's Oh, whoa, no. Wow.
Is an honor. Trans rights are human rights.
Trans rights are human rights. Followed by a video of a really, really heavy set man in overall shorts. Oh, just ugly. Not even trying. Just barely clothed, and so he's holding his jubblies while he stares at while he stares at, again, Rose Montoya,
Are we talking?
who's just shaking her boobs.
The White House?
And now there's a dude standing next to her with his shirt off. Oh, wait, a trans man standing next to her with his shirt off, and you can see his top scars. Again, look, I don't know if many of you people in the trans community have children, but when your kids behave like this, you tell them, all right, I understand you want attention, but if you don't start behaving, I'm going to put you in timeout. So, trans community, I understand that you always want attention, but if you don't start... So stunning, so brave. Yeah, so inappropriate at the White House. You're right. DeSantis is the leader of the KKK, and all of these people who do not want drag time story hours to be allowed. These are such horrible, hateful people, because you just need to understand these LGBTQ communities, these trans people and everything, they're just normal people like you and me. They just have different ways of seeing the world. Their way of seeing the world is, hey, I want to dance around with my tits out at the White House. Yeah, because, the White House, when I think the White House, I think a pole and a lady dancing. No, wait, no, that's the white pony. The white pony, not the White House. I always get those two confused. Again, my point being, it's not even like, oh, this is just inappropriate for them to do. How could they? No, this is inappropriate for anyone to do. And is that what you think a woman is? I'm at a party. Look, I'm a lady. I'm at a party. Like, what the fuck? You're sitting there saying trans rights are human rights. Nobody else has the right to just jump up and down with their tits in their hands to celebrate their existence? So again, I don't get what this is. You're a TikTok influencer. So that's a really quick way to say I don't actually do anything. And no offense, lady, but I did a little research, and I found something out. I found something out that that excellent upper job you had done isn't in line with the low. You kept the bottom parts because you like them. In fact, recently you celebrated being on the beach and not tucking, just being proud in your body, and good for you for being proud and not tucking. But quite frankly, if you still have a dick, you're just a poser. So I don't know. I just feel like maybe you just need all the attention in the world, which I get. I have the same problem. It's why I do this show every day. I mean, we're both willing to degrade ourselves, but at least at the end of the day, I won't regret what I did. I won't have. Let's see if you can say the same in 20 years. All right. Kamala Harris gives lap dances. Show me the Oval Office. I got a few hundred she can earn. I don't think you want Kamala Harris to give you a lap dance. I'm just saying. I don't think anyone wants that action. Alrighty, so there we go. The White House is again condemning it happening. So I can't wait to hear the backlash that the White House is going to get from the LGBTQ community. Well, not the LGBTQ community. Let's be honest. I can't wait to hear the backlash the White House is going to get from the trans community. How could you not stand with a beautiful trans person being beautiful and trans, Biden? Oh, I don't know, because this wasn't a function where we wanted any nudity. Look, you had to know. Joe Biden wasn't going to appreciate that. He doesn't want to see a beautiful 20-something's amazing rack. He wants to see a beautiful 12-something's amazing scalp. And she was just too old for him. And she was a he. But I mean, long hair is long hair. What's a sniff matter? If it smells right. Does it smell right? I don't know. I'm not a creeper. Can you smell gender? I don't know how that works. I don't sniff things. So, all right. Back to this lovely story here. The White House is transphobic. Yes, I can't wait to hear that very soon to be upcoming story about the White House being transphobic. I'm going to pop this CNN story up here quick, and I have to run off to use the restroom like a fool. And I will hopefully be right back. Uh-oh, Johnny said rack. Yeah, there we go. Boom. All right, so Italy is having a problem with all these old ghost towns, and so they have a solution. They're going to flood money into them.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Oh, yeah. They're flooding money into them. Not only are they flooding money into them, that's, you got to love how much money, and they're going to tell you, you got to love how much money you can flood into dying towns when you don't have to pay a massive military budget because an entire country takes on that responsibility for you and all your friends. Just saying. It's amazing what you can do with a little extra coin purse. You know what I mean?
There are few signs of life in some of the forgotten villages of Italy, places where more cats walk the crumbling streets than people do. And here, in these isolated medieval hamlets, carved within the mountain range of Abruzzo, once opportune for security, has today left them frozen in time. The EU is injecting 20 million euro into 21 forgotten and crumbling Italian villages. The hope is to make them destinations once again by reviving them and restoring them. The aim of these funds is to invest in cultural activities tied to the specific history of the village, tourism, education, and research. Abruzzo, a region in central Italy known for tangy pecorino cheese, once became wealthy from wool and sheep herding. But because the region never industrialized, many of these villages didn't evolve and were left out of the modern world. Paolo Baldi, the mayor of Calascio, presides over one of the towns that received the EU grants.
I hope that it's the rebirth of the Apennines and Italy in general. This can be one of those historic moments where we rethink how we live and revive these villages.
The mayor of Calascio says the last family went away in 1954. And then the village, like so many, was abandoned for years. The houses left to crumble. Today, just a few residents inhabit the village. But now this isolation has become an advantage. Daniele Kilgren, owner of Sixtantio Hotel in the neighboring village of Santo Stefano di Sessagno, in the early aughts bought some of the abandoned homes. Abruzzo and the abandoned villages of the south were never a destination. But this Milanese, with a love for the Apennine Mountains, stumbled across the village of Santo Stefano while touring on his motorcycle and saw an opportunity.
Let's hope we can protect these villages until eternity. They must be considered historical patrimony, like the Colosseum.
During the medieval era, the Colosseum was not considered a cultural site at all, becoming a burial site and even used as workshops and residences.
People go to Pompeii to see aspects of daily life, the banal aspect of life. So, in a way, these places have a lot to show for curious people.
These villages show another slice of Italian history that represents daily life. and according to Kielgren, show to be profitable.
Here the market price is between 800 and 1,200 euro. Our properties sold for 4 times more than the median price. What this means is that the project translates into money.
These scattered hotels have become a model to be replicated. Kielgren and his team have taken it beyond Santo Stefano to Matera, and now the latest in Rwanda. The scattered hotel model and cultural initiatives represent an opportunity that the mayor of Kalasho believes will attract new life and new people to the village.
We hope that this project attracts new people who don't have roots to Kalasho or even Italy. We can't.
Right, you're going to attract new people to stay in a hotel. But hey, 20 million euros, right? Like, who cares? Hey, how about you guys start sending some money to Ukraine? My bank account's sore. Rusty Grammar, thank you very much. So, what is that filter on? I don't know what that, Of course they want to dance from her. All right. So, anyways, thank you for being part of the show. We're going to keep going for another 2 hours here. Moving right along. I think that's pretty much the end of this. We'll drop out of that as that story. Again, they're spending 20 million euros to bring 21... So pretty much €1 million an abandoned medieval Italian village. So that's like $1 million pretty much, right? Give or take. Or maybe those ghost cities in China. Dude, are there ghost cities in China? I feel like if there are ghost cities in China, it's because they killed all the people there with the coronavirus. Although I suppose they don't have that Chinese child policy anymore. Maybe they don't have a population problem thing anymore. I don't know. I don't keep an eye on the Chinese population. I mean, if we're going to be a global whatever, why not send them all to where the empty houses are? You know what? Fuck it. Give me an Italian villa. I'll move in. I can do my show from there, too, I guess. I mean, time zones mean nothing to me. I'm not doing stand-up comedy with the whole leg fucking thing. And not doing DJing, again, for the same pretty much reason. So, yeah, fuck it. I don't know. Book me an Italian villa. Sounds like a goddamn good time. Anyways, moving on. Ooh, I just got a breaking news alert. Former President Donald Trump pleads not guilty to federal charges in Miami hearing. Yeah, that's not breaking news. That's what we call duh. He's not going to say he's guilty. No one expected that. Proving it, that could be interesting. And again, as I've said earlier, if we're going to get Don, why don't we arrest Biden? Just saying. This next story is an injured lemur that chased a Texas woman out of her car was a ringtail lemur. The wildlife officials in Texas said a woman who thought she had found an injured lemur at the side of a road had to flee her car when the animal, actually a ringtail, became agitated. The City of San Antonio Care Services said in a Facebook post it received a 311 call from a woman who reported she had been driving in San Antonio when she found a small, strange creature at the side of the road that she believed to be a lemur, a primate far from its native habitat in Madagascar. While her intentions to help the animal were pure, the animal quickly became agitated and Miss Yu had to exit her vehicle and call 311 for help to keep from getting injured, the post said. An officer arrived at the scene to discover the animal causing havoc in the woman's car was actually a ringtail, a raccoon relative native to the area, but rarely seen due to their nocturnal nature. Their elusive nature makes seeing them in the wild a rare treat, the post said. The ringtail was treated for its injuries by a local veterinarian, before being transferred to a wildlife rescue and rehabilitation. So you pretty much, you found a raccoon. You found a raccoon. She put it in her car. I know. Let's see what she found. Let's look up ringtail. Ringtail animal. That looks like a ringtail lemur. What is a Texas ringtail? Oh shit, no. Never mind. So this is the ringtail. You know what? That's cute, dude. I'd keep it. I'd want to rescue it too, man. She put it in her car. I'd want him to be my friend. That looks adorable. I don't know, but it sounds tasty. She would make a fine wife if knew how to skin and cook it, says Saint Arhan. Oh, Chevy JB, I'm hearing the only oh no. The ringtail is a relative to the raccoon. So it is a raccoon's relative that is highly nocturnal. That's not helping. I wouldn't put it in my car. I would totally put it in my car, like in the trunk, like in a box. I'd want to keep it and make it my friend. Oh, look at that! That just looks cute. Ooh, who's an angry little ringtail? Come on, man. You don't want to pet that in the middle of the night? Have that climbing all over your bed? That'd be adorable. These are the kind of eyes that stare into your soul. That is America's cutest mammal that you rarely get to see. All right, let's open a new tab. America's cutest mammal. They're saying that this is the cutest. This is the cutest. I mean, is that not adorable? Yes, she must fulfill her destiny and learn to skin and cook the ringtail. Does it ever see its kids? 5W40 motor oil, I don't like what you're implying. No, but I'd like to dip it in tomato ketchup. Or pay for them. Again, 5W40 motor oil, I don't like what you're implying. It looks like you would like to munch on your face. Munch on your face in your sleep. I mean, if it likes you, I feel like it'd be super sweet. The rabies are especially charming. As a dog guy, I'd love to have one. Is it butt plug day? I think my wife has that one. Oh, it's alive. Come on, it's adorable. It's a ringtail. It's just a cute little wingtail. Look at him. Look at him just being a little nocturnal, loungy little. He looks like a cat and a squirrel and a raccoon had one hell of a three-way. And I have to say, I would love to have one and call it my friend. His name is Buford. That'd be adorable. I'm sure that's can you even have a ringtail as a pet? Let's do that Google search. Ringtail as a pet. Ringtail cats love snacks. What? No, we want all. How much does a ringtail cost? Can you buy a ringtail? Oh my god, you can actually do this. The long-tailed ringtail lemur is by far the most popular and common. They're kept as pets. Extremely rare species. Highly recommend to have at least 2 animals. Ringtail cat? No. I don't ringtail cat. Who gives a shit about a ringtail cat? It's the lifespan of a ringtail cat. 6 to 9 years. Called a den. Yeah, that sounds like a great pet. Short term. You can buy one from Lee Chris, number 14. Somehow a raccoon got involved. Well, a raccoon invited himself in. It's meat. It's a walking dinner. I mean, Looks like a squirrel and a cat had a bad, regrettable night. And somehow a raccoon got involved. Alrighty, just get a goldfish as a pet, much easier. I have like 3 goldfish. See, they breed the Bing. Oh no, 5W40. We're not going there. We're not talking about the breeding habits of ringtails. I do want a ringtail though. Like that thing was kind of cool looking. That'd be fun. And I think it's even more adorable that she thought she would save it and she put it in her car and then it went nuts and she had to get out. She's like, "Oh fuck, it's pissed. It is pissed off." Thorne saying, "LOL, you could never rent. I'm sure Joe Exotic would sell you one." Yeah, but I'd have to blow them first. I don't want to do that. You must replace the walls and floors in your house every year with that thing. I mean, you probably have to replace a significant amount of the walls, yeah. So a raccoon banged a lemur at some point. Yeah, man, motherfuckers get around. Those trash pandas are hoarse. Oh, Jesus. Oh, I missed this from Fallen. Have you ever had a woman walk around the house with a tail? Then you would understand. Fallen the Great. I've never had a woman walk around the house with a tail, but I have hung out with women who worked at a club and wore tails. Let's just say I've seen a few tails in my day. Never trust the ladies whose tail's fur is always brown, like naturally, because they're prepped for something, and you don't want to know what. Just call Carol Baskin to pick it up. No. If I call her to pick it up, she's gonna pick it up, keep the animal, and kill me for the insurance money. I'm not doing that. You know what they say? If you murder your husband once, shame on you. If you do it twice, how the fuck did you get away with it the second time? Minnesota hates exotic pets. You can't even have a raccoon.
Fallen is going for the stinky dinky.
Oh. Minnesota hates exotic pets. Yeah. Here's the biggest problem I have about raccoons. I understand that raccoons, as a species, can carry rabies. But overall, raccoons are amazing animals. Great pets, but I get it. The minute we see one, we have to kill it so we can make sure it doesn't have rabies. She only murdered a husband once. She's a murderer, not a serial killer. You're fine. IRL TikTok, you're absolutely right. She only murdered her first husband, and then the do anything she wants, like schleppy pawn guy. Yeah, he's safe so far. But what if something younger and hotter came along? And it had its own money? You telling me she doesn't find a way for him to have a little break mishap? What night is Fox night at Fat Jack's? It depends when the ladies are working. I don't know. It depends on. I haven't been there in a long time. Don't get me wrong. If my legs work, one of the places I do intend to go is Fat Jack's, just to walk around Fat Jack's, be like, hey, everybody, remember when this was never a thing? But knock on glass. We'll see how that goes. So anyways, that's the lemur story. Women with tails in their butts. Spoiler alert, it's a butt plug. Or a ripcord. The worst thing about a lady with a tail in her butt is if you pull it out and then all of a sudden a motor starts and you're just like, holy Jesus. Didn't realize she was a two-stroke. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to get over the two-stroke joke. I swear. I just got to give myself a minute. Fallen. Hey, baby, remember when you said if only your legs worked? Well, guess what? Yeah, nobody made that promise, so don't worry. That is not a thing. Nobody has promised to bone me on the condition my legs work. That list is still going to be incredibly short. All right, so woman declared. A woman was declared. I declare I am catching the vapors. All right, so a elderly. Why can't you read anymore? They make one joke about legs working at Fat Jack's and you can't fucking read? What's your problem? All right, so an elderly woman in Ecuador was well, they were having a funeral for her, and she decided now is about the time to start knocking on the coffin. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. No, I'm banging on the coffin because I'm not dead yet. Oh. God just wanted another angel. Holy shit, she's not dead. Never mind. She's a whore. All right, so let's go to this story. Santa Ren Santa Ren saying, "Oh man, I thought plugs were chrome. Why is it brown?" Yeah, they're all that color when they're done. Now I'm second thinking my ass isn't ready to commit. Well, at any rate, this lady wasn't ready to commit either. She was not ready to commit to that ever after. Elderly woman revives during her wake. That has got to freak the crap out of you. And no offense, if you're laying in this position like this and you're still alive, do you die a few days later? Buy me 2 margaritas. 76-year-old Bella Montoya. Holy crap. So Rose's grandma just recently escaped death, and you're out there at the White House shaking your titties, living it up. Your grandma died, and she's not even dead. She was presumed dead, and apparently, thank God they didn't have to exhume her. Johnny 1.0 saying, "Sup, boys?" Hey, Johnny 1.0, welcome to the show. Would ya? Would I what? Would I open the coffin and interrupt a beautiful funeral? Probably not. I'd be like, yeah, if she's not dead yet, but she's gonna be. She's already in there. We might as well just, look, let's just make everyone's life easier. Let what's happening happen. It's time for this one to go home. Let's see. Bella, Montoya's her middle name. Damn it. Montoya Tapia showed signs of life in her casket after doctors issued her death certificate just hours earlier. Wow, how quick are you to get the body out of the house so you can bone without grandma around? In a statement, the country's health ministry said Montoya was first admitted to a hospital in Babahoyo on Friday. I mean, when you don't have insurance, they really call it the end of the day. Wait a minute. Why are you putting a mask on over your face? Are you worried she's going to smell really bad because she's been in the coffin? She's going to smell like death, dude. Billy Bob, we got 15 minutes till decomposition starts. Which hole you want? Oh, no. No, Saint Taran. The woman's son, Gilberto Barbera Montoya, told the Associated Press that several hours after his mother's wake, the coffin began to rattle. Well, if the coffins are rocking, grandma's a knocking. If the coffins are rocking, grandma's a knocking. If the coffins are rocking, that bitch still ain't dead. That poor lady. Why is she breathing like that? Is she okay? She was taken to a hospital to receive treatment in intensive care. We're expecting her to make a full recovery and return to the ball field this season. A committee was formed to investigate the confirmation of Matoya's death to review the hospital records. Yeah, again, how long did she live after she went back to the hospital? Because here's my thing. Did they make a mistake or did they just jump the gun by just like a few hours? If we would have just waited an hour and a half, we could have just blamed this all on the booze and moved on. They thought she was gone, existed. Yeah, I need those sound drops. I gotta tell Aaron to send those over to me. Those are fucking funny. Oh, man. Do you want to be found at that point? Like, you're in her condition. I feel like honestly, she looked like a fish out of water. I mean, I get you were in a coffin, but it's not like you couldn't breathe. I mean, was it air? Maybe it was airtight. Shit. Maybe it was. Hard to say. All I know is I feel like, do you get a refund on the coffin? Well, because you might still need it soon. It's been lightly used by one woman who was nearly dead. 5W40 Motor Oil saying they must not inbreed them after death. Well, inbreeding someone after they're dead, God, I don't even know how I'd go about it. I imagine that's got to involve some kind of like fiddling with dead people, right? But then how do you so you've got to find a relative to fuck a corpse. I mean, you want to talk about a hard deal to sell. Look, I get that you don't know who I am, but I work for the government, and we would like you to put it mildly, to fuck your sister. Whoa. That is messed up. My sister and I, and those rumors aren't true at all. And quite frankly, Sarah would never, ever, and no, not Sarah. We're talking about Kelly. Kelly's been dead for 1.5 years. Yes. And that's why the time and she, quite frankly, are ripe for you to inbreed her. Fat Conan, you got to warm that shit back up. Begs the question, how many were buried because their coffin didn't rattle? How many were buried because their coffin didn't rattle? It's just, why are we in such a rush to bury the dead? You know, I feel like this isn't something that's completely abnormal. And here's why. Because we've had stories forever about people worried about the dead rising and zombies. What if people just misdiagnose dead people? What if a few people have a really long nap phase, you know? Like, they just... Have you ever had, like, a significant other or a roommate with, like, a deviated septum? You can hear them snoring like a jackhammer going off, cutting through the woods every night. Like, you seriously wonder at some point how their head stays attached to their neck, producing that noise. Like, the friction alone should have, like, I don't know, broken a joint. But anyways, so they're going off like crazy, and then they stop in between. And it's always when they stop that you freak the fuck out. Like, you never realized you could wake up from a dead sleep from a snore stopping.
Well,
right?
Sparkle Farts, all things being equal, you are technically correct.
Thank you for the 100 bits, Wilmer Autotech. Sounds like PTSD. Yeah, I can't imagine where I got it from. So my point is, you're literally like, they stop snoring for a little bit, and like the breathing isn't happening. It's just the inhale. There's a definitive pause. You lose your shit. Like, do I need to get involved? Is this the moment where I have to like step up or say, yeah, I don't know what happened. I just came in and cold to the touch. Woo. But yeah, so maybe that's what it is. Grandma just went, and they went, oh God, she's dead. And then like an hour later, she went, I'm not dead. I'm not dead. Fuck. Time to fuck starter. Oh no. No. Look. All right. Well, that's Mrs. Montoya. All right. We believe she's dead. All right. If you'll just hold my belt while I take off my pants. Jesus, what are you doing? Look. I have been accused of burying one too many live people. So now I have a new rule. If it isn't warm and wet, then or if it's warm and wet, it's not dead yet. So need to add air to her blowhole. Alrighty. So get it? Blowhole. All right. We're all planning to live on Mars. And so to do that, we're going to need new and exciting food sources. We've discovered, apparently, and I don't know that anyone even bothers to look into this, but apparently there's a special ingredients in a Mars travel meal prep now, and it's astronaut breath. Astronaut breath, water, yeast starter, electricity, a rolling pin, and we can make it happen. Stafford Sheehan, a finalist in the NASA-sponsored Deep Space Food Challenge, told NPR. Put air, water, and yeast starter into Sheehan's handy machine, wait about 2 hours, and voila, a protein shake textured yeast that can be dried and rolled into pasta or tortillas. So we're just going to take a bag of water with some yeast and we're going to breathe on it and call it a day. I mean, talk about a whole new one. Like, I've heard about coughing up a dinner roll, but this is a new one by most means. Guy ate so many burritos, if he coughed too hard, a tortilla would come out. No. We're just coughing to make the flour for the tortilla. Oh, dude. Hey, guys. So it's, day 237 on the way to Mars. Whose night was it to cook? Greg's. Oh, no, not Greg. Why? Because, it means we're going to have fucking halitosis burritos again. I hate halitosis burritos. They smell so bad. Thorne saying, I'm sure just eating just yeast and water will turn out fine. Well, the yeast is a yeast starter thing. Again, the idea is that it makes like a protein powder, like a shit taco, but fully enclosed. Halitosis. Yes, Rusty Grammar. Halitosis. Alrighty, so back in 2017, Sheehan invented a process that can turn carbon dioxide into alcohol, which can then be turned into vodka, perfume, and yeast. Wait a minute. You hit pay dirt on alcohol. His company, Airco, which he founded with his friend Gregory Constantine, is now in the third and final phase of the international contest to create novel, game-changing food technologies for long-term space missions. The food products have to require little resources and produce little waste while still being safe to eat, nutritious, and tasty. So in other words, it has to be a fucking miracle. The goal is two-pronged. Well, I mean, just swallow one under the other. These edible innovations could help make the exploration to Mars and deep space more feasible. They can also offer new, more sustainable avenues to feed people here on Earth. Hey, man, we don't need ways to feed people here on Earth. We got cricket powder. We're good. Have you heard about cricket powder? I got a friend in the South who's working on a recipe for something going to change the game called dirt cookies. We got people literally eating dirt. We'll be fine. Wait, the novel coronavirus? I'm done with this novel shit, right? Why does everything have to be so novel? Why can't it just go straight to DVD? Everything has to start with a fucking book. We've got an hour and a half left in the show. Thank you for being part of it. We got an hour and a half left, and I haven't even started my my third hour stories. So we got 2 left to get into there, and then we got the other thing. So we'll got dirt cookies and sewer sauce. Oh no! Oh, that's right. Fucking sewer oil. Oh God. This is why I don't eat before a show. Oh, that's gonna take effort to unremember. Oh, with a creamy yeast sauce. You know, Karen, this bread is amazing. I can't believe we've all been cooking it the same way. It tastes so much better. Yeah, this time I didn't cough. I queefed. You forgot to use the yeast starter. Oh, no. Gave it my own. Like a wild blue cheese, like a weird blue cheese. Yeah, it's going to be about the same consistency. I mean, oh, wow. Oh, had to. Yes, had to. There was no other choice. I understand. All right, let's get through this story here. We're relatively on track, which is good because I have a lot of things I want to get to, and I know the next hour is gonna start out with we'll say a boat anchor of a story that might take up a lot of time. So before we get into that horrible shit show, let's talk about Corinne Jean-Pierre, because she just got a warning letter from a watchdog group for what's called a Hatch Act violation. Now, I don't know what a Hatch Act violation is. I assume we're all about to learn. But I will say, without knowing what a Hatch Act violation is, I absolutely believe Corinne Jean-Pierre probably committed one. It looks like, let's see, in a letter first shared with NBC News, the Office of Special Counsel determined that Corinne Jean-Pierre's choice of words in referring to Republican candidates violated the Hatch Act because Miss Jean-Pierre made the statements while acting in her official capacity. She violated the Hatch Act prohibition against using her official authority or influence for the purpose of interfering with or affecting the result of an election. Anna Gilando Marone, who leads the agency's Hatch Act unit, wrote in a letter Wednesday. Well, thank God we've got someone. Hey, if we know one thing, this administration always owns up when people get caught breaking the rules. They always do. I'm getting used to her inability to admit any facts. Well, I quite frankly am surprised that they even bothered to bring this forward. I mean, yeah, she referred to Republicans as like ultra MAGA Republicans or some shit. So what? Again, does that really matter when compared to the fact that her boss is again being paid by foreign nationalists and just kind of funneling money into Ukraine after they funneled money in? It's really weird. Like, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't give two shits normally if it weren't for the fact that it's kind of our money. You know, I mean, that's just where I'm like, well, now I need to care. It's racist to weigh anything bad about her because to say anything bad about her because she's gay. Oh, great. Well, now, wait a minute. You're telling me that I have another reason to hate her? No. Okay. I guess call me a racist. I'm already a transphobe because I firmly believe gender affirming surgery on prepubescent people is criminal. But that's me. That's just where I land. Alrighty, so despite having found Jean-Pierre in violation of the law, the Office of Special Counsel decided to close the matter without... I was making a joke, really? Decided to close the matter without further action. Gilando Marone wrote in last week's letter to protect the public's trust, noting that the White House counsel's office did not at the time believe that Ms. Jean-Pierre's remarks were prohibited. We have decided not to pursue discretionary. We've decided not to pursue disciplinary action and have instead issued Ms. Jean-Pierre a warning letter, Gilando Marone wrote. Right, so we're not going to hold Biden accountable for any of the stuff he does. Why should we hold the White House press secretary accountable for any laws she might break? Cool. Alrighty, so thank you very much for being part of the show. We are going until 5:30, so no worries there. I'm going to take a small interlude here to simply say, if you want to support the show, you have the bits, the subs, the sound drops, as well as the Venmo, PayPal, and Streamlabs if you want to use any of those options. Here they are linked in the chat for you. Thank you for being part of the show. Remember, Rumble, the chat is up there if you want to use it. All righty. Thank you for the 250 channel points, Chevrolet JB. So there are the links to the Venmo, the PayPal, and all that. Again, if you want to support the show that way, we are very, very grateful. All right, so Corinne Jean-Pierre is out, and we've got an hour and a half left in the show. Gavin Newsom will save us. Oh, God, no. Am I the only one who wants the world to stand up and say, shut up, your state is a hellhole anytime he comes up with any idea or thought or opinion that he has? Can't we all just be like, dude, look at your state. How do you have the audacity to talk about anything when you literally should be like, oh, I got to go put out a fire. That is my state. Kind of have something to do. Thank God he'll sell you a used car, too, lubed up with his face oil. That is Nancy Pelosi's nephew. Wait, Gavin Newsom is Nancy Pelosi's nephew? I really hope not. Thorne, shh, he's in line for the throne. Wait a minute. Gavin Newsom's banging Meghan Markle? Alrighty, let's pull the audio down for, again, our hour 3 segments. thank you again for being part of the show. We have an hour and a half left of amazing content to talk about, bring you and go through. And we're going to grab hour 3 for our third hour. We have one that I think is going to take a significant portion of the show. And then we have a couple of other stories if we get to them. A woman has a cat that is really large, and we'll talk about it. Somebody is getting a leg amputated for a very interesting reason. And we have a video of a deer eating a snake. I guess, that's a thing. I didn't know that was a thing. And we have a video from a person who transitioned from a woman to a man. And we're going to hear their deep and intimate thoughts on what that's like. Alrighty, Gavin Newsom and Nancy Pelosi related relation to recall governor. What? Are Gavin Newsom and Nancy Pelosi related? We explain. Gavin Newsom and Nancy Pelosi have a lot in common as prominent Democrats. Are they also related as family members? If you have a particularly generous view on extended family, then yes. All right. So I guess then vaguely saying yes. All right. Good enough for me. The deer snake story is very weird. Yes, the deer snake story is extremely weird. And I definitely want to get into that. But I also promised I have a video that I have wanted to watch that literally it's a presentation that a person gives about a group that they're a part of. And that presentation is titled simply, "What is a Brony?" And I feel like we should all take that journey together. If you don't know what a brony is, oh boy, are you in for fun. Anyways, so, but we have to start with our third hour story, our important one that we're getting to. I talked about, was it a grass snake? Fanatical Bucks fan? It might have been. I don't know. We don't have the information on that. We'll get into the deer snake story. We'll make time for it. But first, I promised, this is from a video show. Called Dating Different. And I guess it was on like the Truly Network or something. This was posted onto YouTube 9 months ago. So I'm pretty sure whatever episode this has aired. I would be fairly certain none of us have seen this before, but I just want to introduce you. If you've never met one before, I would like to introduce you to your very first polyamorous rainbow. See, she's a polyamorous rainbow with one septum piercing and 2 nostril piercings, 3 lower lip piercings, 1 nasal piercing, and 1 eyebrow piercing, just to solidify the fact that she can never go through airport security without making all of us wait for fucking ever. All right. Things named Brony make me slightly queasy. Dude, bronies. What is a brony? You know, what is a brony? What is happening, asks Thorne. What is happening is she's applying her makeup. And I don't want to speak for her. And I don't know, should I call her a her? She's a polyamorous rainbow. I don't know how that Fun with magnets. Did you just recently get the one in the eye, or is there some sort of infection? Because I gotta say, there's like a pimple or a growth or a zit, and I'm just like, ugh. Thorne says, I can't. You can, and you will.
I'm a walking rainbow, and I'm going on a blind date. When I was younger,
I'm a walking rainbow, and I'm going on a blind date. Or in other words, you know what? Hey, how about you just put it the way it should be said?
I have a micro penis. This is how I break the news.
I found dating to be very difficult. When I moved to this city...
You found dating to be difficult? Holy shit. You're telling me Sparkle Farts here found dating to be difficult?
Well, Sparkle Farts, all things being equal, you are technically correct.
How could you find dating being difficult? I mean, you look like a 3-year-old with all of your handmade jewelry and... Fat Conan, we closed all the asylums way too early. What makes you say that? She looks like she's got her shit together. Whose house is this? I'm literally looking at someone who has suitcases on the wall like they're a decoration. Different eras of suitcases. Why? Why the suitcase? Well, this is the 70s suitcase, and here's the 80s suitcase, and then the 90s suitcase. Oh, sweet Jesus, what is above the suitcase? Oh my God, that thing has a dick. That's not going to get me in trouble, right? I just realized that thing has a dick, man. It's not good. He's missing an arm, but oh boy, has he got a third leg. Oh my God, it has a dick. She's wearing kids' jewelry. E.T. with a penis. Indeed. Yes, she's wearing kids' jewelry, but if you think her jewelry or her clothes are ridiculous, wait till you find out where she gets them.
I found that it was definitely easier to meet more people that were like myself. I'm polyamorous. I haven't actually been on like a formal date with anyone while telling them that I'm poly and like seeing someone.
I haven't actually like been on like a formal date with anyone without like telling them that I'm poly and that I'm seeing someone. I think I missed it. I think she covered it earlier where she talks about being I don't know, whatever. Fucking let's go. I believe she talks about either she already did or she will at some point. Talks about being an artist and a clothing designer and a musician. So like she makes her jewelry, she makes her clothes. All of this look is all her, and all of her cameo stuff looks like she lives at home with her mom. But she said she didn't fit in until she moved to the city, so maybe she's just I'm just being a dick. Is that a frog purse? Why?
Yeah, I'm polyamorous.
I'm polyamorous and I'm seeing somebody. Yeah, in other words, so you're saying is you're in a relationship and you want some slide shit. Is this JoJo Swipe? No. This is a polyamorous rainbow going on a blind date looking for love. Because when you're in a polyamorous relationship with one person, you need other people. Otherwise, it's not polyamorous. So you got to, go out and find love with anyone other than your, I guess, free-floating partner. What is that? How is it you have someone that you're seeing, but you have to go find love? Then break up with them. These are assholes that just can't commit. You know what? I can't commit to us breaking up, but I want to see other people. But I'd like to keep you here as a backup plan, just in case that doesn't work out. Oh, no. Shit or get off the pot. Pearl necklace or go. Cream pie or give it up. You know what I mean? She's just DTF. She's down to fuck. Well, don't worry. From what I can tell, it looks like she's down to fuck, and then if you do it at your place, she'll kind of hang around for a while because most of her will end up on the pillowcase and the sheets. So until you do the laundry, she's kind of still there.
I'm getting ready to go on a blind date today. I've actually never been on a blind date before. I'm Jess, or Frog Lady. I make music, I make art, I make clothing and jewelry.
I make music, I make art, I make clothing and jewelry. Do any of those things make money? Do you make any money off of your music, your art, or your clothing or jewelry? Something tells me that all of these things are all stuff you do because, by golly, someone's going to appreciate. Yeah, man, I imagine Runny Rainbow Mascara rules. She loves threesomes or orgies. No. She's not a whore. She doesn't want to sleep with multiple people at the same time. She wants to sleep with multiple people one-on-one, you know? She wants to have multiple relationships with multiple people so that way if she feels the need, she can go park her clam wherever. You know what I mean? But she doesn't want it to be dirty. She doesn't want it to be just a bunch of people sexing it up. No. She wants to be dating several people at the same time, but she wants them all to know about each other and be cool with it. I mean, why is this so much to ask? This seems like such a simple thing. Why are we going over this? It's very, very simple. I want to date everybody, fuck everybody, and you all need to know about each other and be fine with sharing me because I'm looking for love. I'm looking for love.
I've been dressing like this for so long that I honestly don't worry about judgment anymore. I would describe my look a little bit of emo, a little bit of scene, a little bit of goth, a little bit of
I'd describe your look as you need help, you need help, you need help. Holy God, you need help.
Like a little bit of decora, all sorts of subcultures coming together into one. I'm non-binary and I identify as queer. I've been single for about a year, but just recently I started dating someone, but I'm polyamorous, so.
So let me get this straight. You're non-binary, you identify as queer, you have all of these different, you literally just can't pick a thing. You literally just can't pick a thing. You have scattershot everything in the world just begging to be unique. I'd like to know, is there anything normal about you? Like, I mean, in general, just like, you know, like I like Sundays. I don't know. I just feel like all of this is a really big production screaming, notice me, notice me, notice me. And my question is, why should we notice you? Why? All right, I've noticed you. Now, what? I mean, you just want us to notice you because you're here? I'm sorry. I forgot you were there. You may go now.
I haven't actually been on like a formal date with anyone while telling them that I'm poly and like seeing someone, so it should be interesting today.
Wait a minute, you haven't been on a formal date with anyone while telling them. Are you saying you've been on a formal date with somebody and you just didn't tell them that you were slutting it up with somebody else? I mean, you sound like kind of a piece of shit hoe bag, if I'm going to be honest. Ignoring the polyamorous rainbow thing, just in general as a person, you sound like a real selfish piece of shit, if I could be 100% honest here. Normally, you mean cis. Daddy Issues 101. Ivy, Daddy loves you. Sometimes you just have to remind them.
Hi, my name is Mizan. I'm 24 and I'm an artist from Brooklyn. I would say my style is kind of like clown grandpa vibes.
I'm an artist from Brooklyn. You're all artists. Oh my God, that's so amazing. All of these amazing people are artists. It's like none of you have a fucking job. And I know I'm saying that as an internet comedian, talent, whatever, entertainer. I'm an artist. I don't even call myself an artist. I'm a fucknut dicking around on the internet for shekels. That's what I am, and I'm honest about it. She may be in the AP course, though. the advanced placement. Oh, you mean like in college? Oh. You're saying it's a phase. I get you. It's all that women's lib. But again, I'm an artist. When I see someone who dresses so completely ridiculously, and what I mean by that is like you can't pick a single hair color on your head. You have to be one side orange, one side brown, or just 8 million different colors because of the rainbows, all the jewelry and the piercings. Oh, by the way, I'm queer and I'm so not normal in every way, shape, and form. And I'm an artist. Can you understand? I'm a tortured soul. Can you just like, I don't know. Sorry, we can't make that joke because people would take it seriously and you'd get in trouble. Can you just, I don't know, just scream notice me like once or twice a week and then move on? I am not normal, just like everyone else. My point is, stop trying so hard to be such a special, unique snowflake. You both are so special, unique snowflakes that you're literally identical. You're both artists. You know what I imagine two people can do? I'm a fartist, says Taste Fairy, and you're goddamn honest about it, and that's why I love you. That's actually one of his works. I have a whole collection of Taste Fairy's greatest works. Some people don't realize one of Taste Fairy's prize actually won an award for this. Now it might sound a little weird. It's a potty humor thing, but he did win a coveted log award, a golden log, at a special award ceremony. We call them the shitties, but hey. That's
hey,
award
laser
winning.
lips! Your mama was a snowblower.
Thank you, Fat Conan. All right, back to the strangest fucking date from hell.
Purposely have never been on a blind date.
Okay, I'm sorry. No, go back a second. You do not. Hi, when.
I purposely have never been
Fuck
on
off.
a blind date.
This is what's waiting for you. Fucking X'd out eye, purple eye, can't pick a fucking lane to save my life, indecisive, scattershot. Blech. That's what's waiting for you when you come through the door. I would not be like, hi. I'd be like, oh, I have the wrong address. This is not where I am supposed to be right now. I do not know why this film crew is looking at me so strangely. I do not know who any of these people are. Like, come on, man. No way. No way that is a fake reaction. I get it. It's a reality show. But these two met before this. There is no way you saw that and you went, oh, hi. This is literally the poster child picture for, hey, you can't trust this. I'm sorry, man. She has a history, all right? And apparently I just noticed a unibrow. So you spend all of that attention to detail on your looks, but you didn't think to, I don't know, just kind of keep it down to... Does the unibrow ever look sexy? I've never been like, holy shit, that's a hot fucking unibrow. Hold my dick, I got a fucking boner for that unibrow. No. Unibrow... never sexy.
Hi. Oh my gosh.
Holy shit, it's a makeup unibrow. That makes it even worse. Oh god, they both have septum piercings. Great, so when they kiss, their faces can get stuck together and then they can die of starvation because neither one of them could reach food.
Look so amazing.
So do you.
Oh my goodness. I love your hair.
Thank you. I love yours too.
Wow, you look amazing.
I love yours too. It's like we both have super big issues about, I don't know, being recognized for being unique. Because nothing about us is unique, so we have to wear it like an outfit. Yeah, this is every bit the way, like, specifically trans women seem like they're wearing a character when they're being a lady. You seem like you're being a character when you're like, look, I'm interesting. I swear to Christ, I'm interesting. Just don't leave me like Daddy did.
Jess.
Nice
to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
How are you doing?
I'm good. A little bit nervous.
That's okay. I was too.
I brought my frog with me. It's real.
Your frog?
Yeah, my friend got me this. I'll just leave them alone.
It's crazy because that's my artist name is literally Frog Lady.
Oh my god, I love frogs. Are like my animal that I connect with.
Me too.
Yeah, I love frogs.
Well, tell me about yourself.
Well, I make funky jewelry. Like, this is my chewed gum. I have like
That's
a chewed
so cool.
gum collection, so I love to like. I have like a bunch of collections, like troll collection, dead bug collection.
Super sick. We have a bunch of things in common because, first of all,
The frog.
But also like I collect stuff
Rainbow.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I collect stuff too. I have like a lot of like stuffed animals. When I was younger, I found dating to be very difficult because I like grew up in a smaller town, so there wasn't really a lot of like more alternative people, more eccentric.
You're telling me that this lady is having trouble dating? Look, lady, I don't think it has anything to do with being in a small town and everything for you to being fucking nutsos. Like, I mean, I'm sorry. I don't think... It's just if I saw you walking down the street, I would immediately call 911 and I'd be like, yeah, there's a psychotic person that is roaming around freely. Is that a thing that we're allowing now? That's hot, says Angry Saxon. Yeah, that's hot. And just think, you only have to put up with all of whatever the emotional damage she has that's caused this, and the fact that she'll probably stab you in your sleep. Collects her pawns, I bet. Yeah. I don't like anyone that immediately goes, oh, you have jewelry made out of your chewed gum? That's so cool.
People, weird people, whatever. When I moved to this city, I found that it was definitely easier to meet more people that were like myself. I've grown into myself, and I've also become able to have access to a lot of spaces where there are a lot of alternative people. I actually haven't really been on that many dates.
I love going on dates with people I already know, like in real life.
Yeah,
That's like
me
my favorite
too.
kind of date.
You realize a date means that you're hoping to go into a relationship or at the very least hook up. So you're saying you like to date people you already know. I like to date in my circle of friends. I don't believe in working very hard or getting out there. I'm an original artist. Notice the hair coloring. Press X if you think any part of her goes honk.
Because I wasn't even going on like dating app dates anymore because I was like, yeah, I don't.
All right, this
I don't like
is
dating
boring
apps,
me.
bro. I don't like dating apps. One of my friends, he'll like FaceTime me and he'll be like, bro, I just went on like 2 dates in one day.
Oh my god, I literally.
Why do you call everyone bro? That's a little weird because you're a chick, and I think, and bro, dude, bro. Oh God. All right, I'm losing the will. I'm losing the will to survive. I just realized we glazed past 420 and never even noticed. So I don't know. I don't know if I can go back in. I'm about ready to tap out. I really wanted to see the hey, I'm dating someone else thing because I feel like this is going really, really great. You're getting really good vibes. I'm sure she's gonna be thrilled to hear that you're polyamorous and into like all sorts of. But you know what? Actually, I'm saying that I bet if a community, from what I understand, if any community is cool with, hey, I'd bro her, dude. Yeah, but balls deep, she's not into balls. She's this lady has a type, and that type is vagina. It's weird. She says she's non-binary, but I heard her family doctor is reputed to have said.
Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina.
And now we know the source of her struggle.
I literally did that in February because I threw up on the first date. And then, yeah, I kissed her and then I threw up. And then she saw me like puking on the sidewalk while she was getting in her Uber. And then she texted me, could we just like be friends? And then I was running on my way to the...
Talk about.
Hey. Oh my God, I love your overalls. I think you see like your full outfit. I love it so much.
Of course you do. It looks like fucking garbage, which looks like what you're wearing, so of course you do. You guys are a match made in heaven.
My mom's pants.
Well, I'm assuming that because you were saying like you went on a lot of dates. Like, what's your like dating history like?
Can we get to the polyamorous part?
When I was in college, I was just like, whatever. Wow.
I don't care about the food.
Like learn things about myself.
I feel that. I've definitely dated like a decent amount of people. I was never really like.
Can we cover
into,
the
like,
poly part?
Or anything like that. Like I have to like
that's
really
cool.
like someone.
Yeah. I feel like I went.
I don't care about you eating and talking about shit.
What's your sign?
I don't care about your signs.
What is that? My best friend was Capricorn.
Balance and just belief in each other and yourself. Yeah, I'm polyamorous. I'm currently dating one person.
Oh my God, I'm also dating one person.
Oh, so you're just both total hoe bags that just want to fuck everyone. Oh my God. I can't understand at all where anyone would ever get the idea that the homosexual community or the non-binary part of the homosexual community in particular is just a bunch of just people out to F and bone everybody under the sun without any sort of rules or regard. And I don't know why anyone would have a problem with that. Why would anyone have an issue with the idea of like, hey, we're dating, but me and this other person are dating, but I'm dating several people. What could be wrong there? Fat Conan says, surprise, you want to taste Missy Snatch? I ate her before coming here. Oh, Fat Conan. You get a Crowder drop for that. Hey, everybody, it's our kitty Tegra. We love Tegra. Our kitty. And she has her own sound drop. Where is it? Over here. Over here. And there we go.
That's one fucking nice kitty right there.
Alrighty, so, I think I don't know. We're halfway through the third hour, and this was the first story. So I think I'm gonna be willing to tap out on that here. I'll go back to it for a second, and let me just say, I can't believe that I thought it would be interesting to see what happens when she says, "Hey, I'm poly," because of course the other lady is also poly and also dating someone. And also just hey man, I'm here to jam clam. That's what I'm here for. Let's do a clam stand. High five, clam stand. Clam stand.
Wait, this is kind of perfect. And they're Scorpio, which is
oh my God. It's funny, they're Gemini actually.
Wait, that's really funny.
Oh my God, it's so funny. They have arbitrary signs. They're named after
Tier
animals.
100 just got back. What the fuck is that?
Wilmer Autotech, you missed an amazing segment. That is a polyamorous rainbow who just met her soulmate. So if I could give you the TLDR version, the pale-skinned lady who we will call Daddy Issues, and the dark-skinned lady who we will call Single Mom Issues. Look, they both can't go 5 minutes without establishing how unique and special they are in the world, and they do that by literally not doing anything like a normal person. They have to obviously be a up, take. Oh, you hooked onto my pants, kitty. Are you okay? Yeah, okay, kitty. There we go. So, they obviously have to go on a blind date because they're polyamorous and it's not working out for them with the whole, having the one person. So they need to find someone else to appreciate their uniqueness. Unfortunately, they found someone who's just as unique as they are in every fucking way. So stunning, so brave. Yeah, so just like, I feel like you just don't give a shit what anyone thinks, which is sort of empowering, but this whole, like, you don't realize the image you're sending. I'm non-binary, but I identify as queer, and I'm polyamorous, and oh my God, I'm also queer, and I identify as polyamorous. We both it's weird how when you can't get pregnant and there's seemingly no repercussions for your sexual activity, that it's weird how you can be like, you know what, how about we just have sex to have sex, like, because it's not like I can knock you up or anything. It's not like I can give you an STD. Oh, wait, we can? What? It's like they never learned that lesson every goddamn time.
How long have you been seeing the person that you're seeing?
I think I met them at the end of June. Yeah.
Okay, so not very long.
Literally just the other day.
I've been seeing my partner for like a while.
Like years?
Like almost. How long have you been like practicing?
My partner. So it's your partner. This feels like you want to go through the constant fucking new relationship phase. Like, you're polyamorous, so you have there's no STDs if you do it standing up. Well, no wonder why I could never avoid it, Fat Conan. It seems obvious now. I was fucked from Jump Street. It was baked into the cake. I was fucking set up, goddammit. I was set up, and when I die, I'm going to go to God, and I'm going to go, you motherfucker, you stacked the deck against me, you son of a bitch, and now I get to have my word, and I'm sure I'll get through just fine. I mean, she gets bored after 15 minutes, so yeah, like, she's a goldfish, and she wants to always have that new relationship high. So this relationship will be hot and heavy for about a week, and then, well, actually, no, she said her other partner was a year. So this relationship will roll pretty hot and heavy for a few months, maybe a year, and then she'll filter someone else into that. Although, we don't know how long she's been trying to add, because she has said, I don't know. I'm too invested into this. I'm almost embarrassed. The worst part about it is, Jesus, those clothes.
St. Pauli.
I've just started recently.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of freedom in it, honestly. It's weird.
Yeah, there's a lot of freedom in it, in poly, because I'm in a relationship, so I'm free to lean on someone like anyone would in a relationship, but then I'm also free to be a total whore and sleep with as many people as I want. So much freedom. You both look like problems. Like this like side eye thing.
Too, because I feel like when I was even a year ago, I probably would not have been able to open myself up to it. I honestly think through practicing it too, it's kind of made me more secure in myself.
Oh my God, literally.
Yeah, I'm so much more secure in myself because I'm just getting all of this hot gash, I just know no matter what, it's going to be all right. I'm always going to be with someone because I'm always getting all this hot ass coming at me. And it has nothing to do with the fact that I'm young, nubile, and attractive and, desirable to somebody, apparently. And so I'm sure this will always continue to be a thing. I feel so secure in myself. Right. because they're staying with you for who you are. And, you know, to prove that it's not just about sex, you go out and have sex with everybody. Fat Conan saying, I'm so glad we do not live forever. I can't evolve with the people. See, that's where we're different. I want to live forever because I want to see how this turns out. And when it goes bad, I want to point and laugh and go, ha ha, you fucking idiot. Because this is obviously going to go, spoiler alert, this is going to go bad. Like this is going to go. I'm not saying polyamorous relationships go bad. They probably do. I'm saying this is going to go bad. I'm saying that and her, those two, the perfect storm of, oh, fuck no.
Yeah, I just feel like I'm not going to put any restrictions on anybody or myself for like,
yeah, exactly. As long as it's like everyone's like being like respectful of boundaries and like communicating, like
communicating, honesty, good vibes.
Yeah, dude, good vibes. Like,
really, really...
you want to go back to my place and check out my dildo collection? I mean, come on. Now that we know that you guys are in relationships, you've vibed off clearly, and we both know that you guys are both cool with effing other people. So how does this work now? Do you have to get consent of the partners first before you bone, or do you just go straight to the boning and then inform the other parties that, hey, there's a new person involved? Like, how does that work exactly? Does everyone have... Because I don't think this should be a two-person date. You want to bring them into this polyamorous relationship. Hold on, honey. If you want to do this like an adult, if you want to say that this is your lifestyle and this is who I am, this is... Don't ask, don't tell. Fuck that. I'm going to tell them all damn day, Angry Saxon. Because if you want to do this, all right, well, I'm sorry. I don't think you should be going on a blind date to meet someone just for you. I think the other parts of your polyamorous relationships should be there too with the both of you to make sure that they approve of this other person coming near their little, their huna, you know what I mean? Like, you don't get to do that because you're in a relationship with these other people. So you don't get to just bring someone into that on your own. You need to vet them with the whole group. That's called being respectful of a group dynamic. You're talking about everyone being respectful. You're adding a new person to the group without any group approval. That's not respectful to the group. I didn't get a say in that. Let's say hypothetically that for whatever reason, sheer desperation alone has driven me to the depths of your vagina. And for some reason, I would like to keep that as a thing. Now, if that's happening, and voice crack, don't let it betray me here. If that's happening and I'm okay with you being polyamorous, I'm still not okay with the addition of someone else to the relationship with absolutely no talking or inclusion on my part. I feel like if we're adding someone to the relationship, I get to yay or nay that before it's a go, no-go situation. And I mean, do I want to have a visual sort of interview? Probably. I am a perv. But ultimately, regardless of whether it's just we all sit down and have soup together like you guys just did, or whatever, Johnny wants to bang a clown girl. No. I have a very, very weird fetish for Harley Quinn. That's all it is. And for one split second, she glimpsed that sphere, just a hair. Johnny wants socialist sex. No, I'm saying if I'm in a no, this was a hypothetical. This was a thought exercise, because I don't do leg day, so brain day is all day for me. But no, what I'm saying is at least check for bugs. Yeah, dude, Harley Quinn could get it. This chick is a very, very sad Harley. This is someone who would take be like, oh, you look kind of like Harley Quinn. Like, oh, fuck you. Like, oh, I get it. You're too special for that. Right. See, I'm sorry. I'm talking about how this lady, should approach a date, when the truth of the matter is, I would immediately start any date with this lady like, hey, I love Bozo the Clown. So, I mean, I feel like we probably wouldn't work out overall. I'm probably just getting way, way too into the weeds on the whole thing. I should really let it go. It's not important, goddammit. I know I'm going to talk to my daughter later, and her mom's going to go, why did you shout Daddy loves you? And I'd be like, I was watching a thing on the show. Oh. Just trying to keep her away from the pole. This girl is hardly quit. No, this girl's hardly tried. Because again, the makeup, everything, there's no rhyme or reason or pattern to it. It's just you do what you think works. You refuse to accept any criticism. It's like, no, I don't even care what people think or people say. Yeah, that means you refuse to accept any criticism. Some criticism is good, all right? Some criticism is good. But all right, that is a polyamorous rainbow
I feel like
looking for love, and oh my God. Oh, all right.
Are you ready for...
No, I'm not ready. Don't even start. Don't start without me. He said to the threesome. Sandy Squatch saying, I'm back, and the award for a most amazing timing to dodge the holy fuck bullet of the show goes to Sandy Squatch. Sandy, glad to have you back. We just spent the past 40-some minutes discussing the world of the polyamorous rainbow in a amazing segment. There were ups, there were downs. I swear I came, but we won't be doing it again. So you'll have to rewind it to watch it. I should maybe clip it out. I should actually do clips and stuff. It works for Aaron. Why don't I try it? What's the worst that could happen? I don't know. Give up my free time. I like being a lazy piece of shit. I got away with it for so long. And then I became a comedian. And I thought, oh, I just get to continue. All right. So I got a story about a lady who's got an extremely large cat, taking the level of being a cat lady to a whole new level. But as the time is getting a wee bit tight, I'm going to move forward through that and instead go to you. We are going to ditch the story about a semi-truck in Minnesota dropping some pigs on a road, doing Deer Eat Snake, and the woman transition for sir. So Fat Cat is out of there. Goodbye. All right. Florida man gets flesh-eating infection from a human bite during a family fight. What have I ever done to you, Todd? I don't know. You cost me my fucking leg, Carol, because you won't goddamn brush. Oh, hashtag free Trump. Yes, Fat Conan, hashtag free Trump. Is he incarcerated already? All right. Florida man gets flesh-eating infection from human bite during a family fight. A Florida man nearly lost his leg from a rare flesh-eating bacteria infection that developed after he was bitten by a human while breaking up a family brawl. So this is why you never step in, man. You never step in. Fucking Jesus. That wasn't human. That was lizard curse. It was a lizard person. Well, actually, you'd be surprised to learn that the bacteria you have in your very mouth could do quite a bit of this. All right. The man, Donnie Adams, 53, an assistant. Oh, a 53-year-old funeral assistant from Tampa suburb of Riverview, sought care in mid-February for a painful swelling on his bitten thigh. The doctors had gotten He told the doctors he had gotten the bite while trying to break up a physical fight between two family members. He was bitten in the process of pulling the pair away from each other. He reportedly declined to say what sparked the brawl or which family member actually bit him, but doctors believed his story after seeing the wound. When I saw him in the hospital, you could still see the bite marks on his thigh, Dr. Fitz Brink, a wound care specialist at HCA Florida. It made teeth marks. I was very convinced that he was telling a true story. Oh. So just mark up the bite pattern with, we know it's a family member. Just check his immediate family. Whoever's got that mangled set, like, there we go. The human mouth is teeming with bacteria, and many species can cause flesh-eating disease, a.k.a. necrotizing fasciitis? Fasciitis? I don't know. It's fascist. The list of potential culprits includes a group Streptococcus. It is a big Streptococcus. Oh, shit. Doesn't Aaron have... Oh, no. Which is not only a common type of bacteria that generally, but also is thought to be a common cause of necrotizing fasciitis. Group A strep causes strep throat, scarlet fever, cellulitis, and other diseases. In addition to flesh-eating infections, some people asymptomatically carry the bacteria in their throat, mouth, nose, and or skin. It's unclear which specific bacterium was behind Adam's case. Brink speculated that Adam first developed a non-serious infection, which was able to spread deeper into the soft tissue and was able to just take off. When Adams first sought care at the emergency department, he was given antibiotics and a tetanus shot, but the infection continued to worsen over the next day. His leg became swollen and painful. He had trouble walking. He said it looked like an orange peel. Oh, God. Thank God we don't have pictures. It looked like an orange peel. Adams was rushed to surgery on February 19th to remove rotten tissue. He ended up needing a second surgery 7 days later. He stayed in the hospital until roughly the second week of March. Brink estimates he removed around 60% of the skin on the front of Adam's thigh to keep the infection from spreading. He used a vacuum device to close the wound. Oh. Chop their heads off and check for rabies. Dude, I don't know why you're protecting whoever bit you. Sweet Jesus. 60% of his leg. 60%! It's more than half. All right, so I have a video for you that's making the rounds on Twitter. Now, I don't know what the sign of the end of civilization is, but if you told me it's when deer start eating snakes, I'd be like, all right, yeah, no, I'd believe that. And quite frankly, if that is the sign of the end of the civilization as we know it, if that is the case, well, as Fat Conan just sharded, we had a nice run.
You eating a snake?
That is a deer eating a snake. Angry Saxon, didn't you do this story already? No, we talked about it, but we didn't actually do it. I didn't actually do the deer eating a snake story. That was the video. Holy crap, he's going. He just keeps going. Just keeps going.
No! God, please, no! No!
No! No!
Apparently, people added context to the tweet. While herbivorous animals, deer have been known to eat a variety of food, including insects, small birds, and even small mammals. In some cases, deer may encounter snakes while foraging and consume them as a source of protein. All right, so deer have been known to eat animals. There's research out there showing that a very small percent of some deer diet could be songbirds or eggs, not at a population level, but an individual deer or small groups of deer. Their teeth are made to be plant eaters, and 99.99% of a deer's diet is going to be vegetation. Well, at that I'd say that snake definitely qualifies as the 0.00001% then. I've seen deer eat frogs and birds. That seems fucked up to me, all right? One, how did the deer stomp on the snake? Did the deer step on the snake accidentally? I just... What if he develops a taste for flesh? Okay? I mean, I don't trust this. If you let the herbivores learn how good meat tastes, you think vegans and vegetarians are annoying? Just imagine what happens when we're dealing with protein-fueled deer. Fucking hunting people down. The snake bit into the deer. The deer bit the snake back and said, "Yummy, I think I'll eat it." Deer just started chomping down. Not the way you thought you saw this going, huh? Oh, a deer ate a snake, okay? I'm not comfortable with it. I really worry like it's a sign of the end of civilization as we know it. Man eating deer makes hunting season more interesting. Fat Conan, I will agree if deer had a carnivorous, like if it was a little bit more of a level playing field, I'd be all for that. Because, I mean, deer have the mental acuity of like a 5-year-old. I can't handle that, man. When I think about that, wait till they evolve opposable thumbs. Yeah, then we're fucked. But I mean, again, the mental acuity of a 5-year-old. You know, think about if any of you have a 5-year-old, how the 5-year-old sees the world. That's the way a deer kind of sees the world, in a way. That's why I hunted them. But I mean, I get it. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. Anyways, so for this last video of the third hour before we get into our overtime shit, 5-year-old poly rainbow. No. If the deer have opposable thumbs, then we become the hunted. Yeah, dude. And there was a kid in my high school who did a sketch thing about that was actually kind of funny, about deer hunting people. It was kind of, and isn't there a video game about that where like the deer hunts the hunters or some shit? I don't remember. Anyways, as I was saying, the last story here is about a woman who transitioned into being a man. Now, I don't know what it's like to transition. I've never gone through with it. I've only considered. But I think you have to like spend a lot of time thinking about what that life will be like. And I've always wondered, do people who transition like have a like imagination of the other gender that's not based at all on reality, on wherever they got their suspicions from. And, well, libs of TikTok kind of posted something on Twitter that does kind of confirm what I was saying. So let's go now to this this post-transition man, male or female to male, I don't know. But tell us about a day in the life, dude.
Nobody told me how lonely being a man is. I had close.
Nobody told me how lonely being a man is. Well, yeah, because, we all survive on our toxic masculinity. It's what keeps us warm at night. That and the raping. No one told me how lonely being a man is. Alrighty. I'm sorry. I'm really enjoying Jared Leto here explaining that no, we're going back to the beginning. At a certain point, I feel like your complaint about an entire gender might highlight a lot more about you and where your issues may lie. Again, this is a theory. This is only a theory. But maybe this is why you felt like you had to do this, because you just always thought there were more people on the other side of the gender fence? I don't know. But again, explain it to me, boss.
Nobody told me how lonely being a man is. I had closer friendships with random women I met in the bathroom before I transitioned at clubs because of how open women are than I've had in my 8 years of transitioning. Because women are just so much more vulnerable and deep than men. But to have known, and I think a lot of trans men feel this, is we knew what depth felt like before we transitioned. We knew what it felt like to have people want to hug us.
Ma'am? And I apologize. She's gonna cry. She's gonna cry. Men are dicks. Dude, I'm sitting here going, you're not a guy. None of it. Oh my God. Look. I'll admit, I get upset. I get depressed at times when I feel like people don't care about me as a person. But you know what I don't need? I don't need a hug. I don't need a hug. You know what I need? Half the time, I need a friend to call me up. Hey, fuckface, how you doing? I'm good. How are you? I'm all right. All right, what's new in your world? This. What's new in your world? That. All right, good. Fuck off, bitch. All right, till next time, dick. That's dudes. Ma'am, this is a Wendy's. There's a cat hair on there again, isn't it? Every time I let Tegra up here... Oh, God, there's more than one. There's like a whole fucking cat on the underside of this microphone. He's gonna puke. You're right. He's getting a little too emotional. You gotta be careful, man. Dudes don't express emotion.
He's gotta puke! He's gotta puke!
I'm sorry. Go back to this. All right.
At clubs because of how open women are than I've had in my 8 years of transitioning. Because women are just so much more vulnerable and deep than men. But
everybody just see is the villain. What did we cut out of that? I'd like to know what we cut out of that. But
to have known, and I think a lot of trans men feel this, is we knew what depth felt like before we transitioned. We knew what it felt like to have people want to hug us.
Yes, because you were hot and you had tits. We wanted to fuck you. That's why we wanted to hug you. It was closer to the fucking. Again, every once in a while, you'll get a guy who's like, man, I need a hug, and they'll get a hug. All right. But it's very rare because most of the time needing a hug is like literally the only thing thinking, you know what, at least that's better than nothing. You left the kitchen. That's why you're suffering now, lady. Oh, no. That's not why. It's because she gave up her God-given right to procreate on this earth for the Lord. Fucking watch it.
You're just so much more vulnerable and deep.
So you're saying that you feel like maybe you should transition back. What were you hoping for on this side of the fence? Because I'm going to be honest, dude, you seem a little bit like a pussy.
Men. But to have known, and I think a lot of trans men feel this, is we knew what depth felt like before we transitioned. We knew what it felt like to like have people want to hug us. And to have people want to talk to us. And to have a community. And then you transition and you're just a guy walking down the street that people cross the street so that they're not near you.
What? What do you mean people cross the street so they're not near you? Because I got a really sad piece of information for you. Ladies handle transitioning better to men than men do to women. It's just a fact. You get the facial hair, you lop off the boobalas, and quite frankly, most of us aren't checking for your bulge, so the reality of it is kind of not really important. I don't see anyone going, oh my God, if you're telling me, like if you're saying they cross the street just because you're a guy and they don't want to be near another guy, okay, fine. But if you're saying that people cross the street to get away from you because you're trans, shame on you. Because no offense, unless you're flaunting your chest scars, nobody can tell you're trans.
And friendships are so much harder to build.
Yeah, because dudes don't rely on friends for, like, chicky-feely shit, man. That's chick stuff, dude. Again, you want to be a guy. Welcome to the game, asshole. It's a lot of, like, you know, aggressive, roughly picking on each other. I hate to tell you this, man, but you need to callous the fuck up, all right? You want to play in Mantown. Mantown don't fuck around, all right? I can tell he cries like a bitch. Thank you, Fat Conan. Previous experience. Dudes like dudes who comprehend they are dudes. Every woman think you just want to have sex with them, and the ones who want you to support her and the kid, yeah, welcome to the game. Yeah, it's almost like everyone thinks that, you know, it's almost like you're asking to be part of a culture that as a whole is very like, hey, I let people in when I want. Men aren't an openly
Tier
accepting
100,
thing.
you jerk off with those tears, you noob.
You jerk off with the, see, you're not even doing it right.
Tier 100 tears are lube.
Oh, Jesus, here we go again. Thank you very, very much, Balls Deep and Lab Glass each. One sub or gift of 100 bits or gifted sub or sub, and Hype Train kicks off in 4.5 minutes. All right, let's go back just a touch. Explain to me again the problems you're having. No offense, like, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. For most guys, if you're not walking
Cheer
down
100 if jerking off doesn't fix it, try alcohol. Manhood.
Twist his dick!
Thank you, Wilmer. And
Here comes a train, a busy little train, rushing up and down on the daisy line.
this is the perfect base for it too.
The grandpas and the grannies, everyone's
13% already. We'll go ahead and have ourselves a little toot for this.
Wah-hey! Here it comes, here it comes, here comes the train today. Here comes the train!
Thank you very much for that support. If jerking off doesn't fix it, try alcohol. Manhood. So you're saying you can't just go to a bar and meet other dudes, huh? That other dudes.
It's not my bag. That's not a bag. That's my fucking coochie lips hanging out.
Guys don't make friends like that. That is a chick thing, okay? As you just pointed out earlier in your post. And thank you, Sandy, for the 100 bits. Let's check on the sticker party situation just to see where we're at with that. Holy fuck, Jesus me. 150 bits from a sticker party. Better leave that up there.
Clip it. This is incontrovertible evidence that you can take women out of the kitchen, yet you cannot take the bitchy out of women. Cheer 100 healthcare failure. Cheer 100 use that meat whistle, bro.
Yeah, man, you just need to go to the strip club. Get some titties in your face. I mean, if you get some titties in your face and, like, you know, she just, like, you know, rides your fucking junk for a bit, man, and maybe even you just, you know, you pre-cum a little bit in your pants, you feel way better, dude. Life will seem a whole lot more doable. You'll go home, you'll beat off for a while, and you'll be like, you know what? It's okay. Let's play some Call of Duty. Alrighty. That's what sports is for, male bonding like in war. Not even sports, man. Guys, and feel free, because I'm sure there are no guys in our chat, don't, like, a lot of us make friends doing the activities we do. Like, we go somewhere to do a thing. 50 bits from a sticker party, and don't ever tell anyone that happened, okay? That's between us, all right? It was a thing. Anyways, so yeah, like, don't most guys make friends at things that they do? Otherwise, they have them from growing up. But like, if you're going to make new friends, you're going to make new friends, you know, doing the activity. I make friends at the public bathhouse, says Fat Cone. Oh, you're one of those. Group showers, yes, says Lab Glass. But I mean, in general, when you make a new guy friend, like for example, I'll give you a personal example. One of the new guy friends I made was my friend Jonah Maddox, good friend of mine. I love Jonah. Jonah's a great guy. Made that friend by doing comedy. I wouldn't have gone up to Jonah and been like, hey, man, we should be buddies and we should totally hang out all the time. 28%, 1 minute left in this hype train. Thank you. Oh. That's not safe for work. Thank you, Wilmer Autotech, for the 50 bits. But again, like, I made that friend doing comedy, all right? I made that friend by telling really stupid jokes, by watching him tell really stupid jokes, and me going up to him going, hey, we should hang out because I'm funnier and it might help you. No. No, we end up... Oh, sticker party. Hey, cool. If you want to use stickers, they're up for a limited time. All work in sports, where else? Or at work in sports, where else?
Show love,
yeah.
100 woo.
Yeah, thank you for the 100 bits, balls deep. Looks like that hype train's going to finish at level 1 with 35%. Thank you so much for that. And here we go with the sticker party. If you want to go nuts with the stickers, now is your time. They're free for everyone for a limited time. So you met him at work.
Show love 100 Shiver Me Negroes.
I mean, technically, I would. Balls deep, really. Oh, I love the 64-bit music for the sticker party. It's always enjoyable. The confetti ends when the party ends, and we'll see how many are on the queue. Because if they're queued up after the sticker thing ends, if they're in the queue, they finish before the party.
Show love 100. Show love 100. Show love 100.
Thank you very, very much. We have a controlled burn to get out for everybody for that hype train. Okay. So we're trying to keep it clean up in here so it don't smell so bad. Then we got to open windows and go upstairs and visit the kid. Okay, so again, buddy, you really you asked to be a dude. I thought, why aren't you happy? It sounds like you're getting the dude experience.
I guess. And to have people want to talk to us. And to have a community. And then you transition and you're just a guy walking down the street that people cross the street so that they're not near you. And friendships are so much harder to build. And people are colder. And what's hard is none of this invalidates how real and raw women and people who are in marginalized groups feel about cis white men. All of that's valid.
Fuck you. Let's play that again if you didn't quite hear that before I summarize what we just said. Or what he just said.
And people are colder. What's hard is none of this invalidates how real and raw women and people who are in marginalized groups feel about cis white men. All of that.
Right. See, the thing that people assume you are, a cis white man, and all the problems you're dealing with, oh my God, none of this invalidates how those groups feel about me. But it's hard. Fat Conan saying it brilliant. It's hard being a man, but all the bad stereotypes are real, guys. Fuck, are we gonna have to postpone bronies? Cause I'm on a tear here. And this person is pissing me off. Cause good God, man. Good God. You were not meant to be a dude. Further proof that you're not really a dude, because groups feel about cis white men. Right. The thing that most people assume you are. But one thing I would never accuse you of is toxic masculinity, because all of your masculinity came out of a bottle. Everything that's special about you came out of a bottle.
That's valid.
That's valid. That's right. Women and people, and more importantly, specifically white men. Because remember, if we were just to say cis men, that would be too general. If we were to say, black men, that would be racist. If we were to say men who don't respect the LGBT community, I repeat myself, that would be racist or somehow bigoted. But remember, if it's the white men, only the white men, we can continue to call the cis white men the problem, because all male masculinity, all the horrible male stuff only comes from the white men. Right. They effectively cancel themselves when our diagram their sentence. Workshop it. Get back to me. There might be something there. All right. He should find Rainbow Girl. Well, Rainbow Girl isn't into dudes. Rainbow Girl's into chicks. She doesn't have all the equipment. All the masculinity leaked out his pussy. I mean, I think it's 99% in the facial hair for the beard.
But I also now understand why the suicide rate is so much higher in men. Because this shit is lonely.
Oh, so wait a minute. So you are a fucking Tim Pool piece of shit fence-sitting asshole who is going to sit here and say that while everything that the women are saying is valid about cis white men, now I also understand why the suicide rate is so high. This is fucking lonely. Like, yeah, it is kind of lonely when everybody assumes just because you are a white man that you are somehow a problem. Yeah, that's pretty fucking lonely. And it's almost like a form of racial profiling. But remember, if we want to do that to lower a crime rate, regardless of what statistics say, that's wrong. Not to. But if we want to do it to a group of people just because a whole bunch of marginalized groups really don't like that a group of people are... all right. Nah, when men want to die, they reach for the 357, not the pills. Who said anything about pills? He said the suicide rate was really high. And balls deep, that's not true at all. I mean, for men. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. For men, when men want to go out, they have a talk with a gun. All right. I'm not a man. Neither is this dude.
And I'm an emotionally mature man.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You know why? Because I'm not an emotionally mature man, and I'm more mature than you, because I'd handle this a hell of a lot better. Number one, I wouldn't post it on TikTok or social media. If I had this little breakdown, you know who'd see it, if anyone? My therapist. Why? Because I'm an emotionally mature man who understands I shouldn't be breaking down and getting emotional in front of everybody. The people who see me get really emotional are people who see me in extremely vulnerable moments, and even then, those people are almost always people very close to me. If you're someone who's seen me lose my shit, it's because I actually trust you in a really weird way, now that I think about it, and I'll have to talk to my therapist about this tomorrow, in a really fucked up way. If I'm willing to behave like a fucking child because of everything I'm going through, that means I actually trust you to let you see that. Because if I'm in public or in general, like, or God forbid, if I'm on stage or something and I were to fall or whatever, I would hate myself for getting emotional and losing my shit. And I certainly, if I had a situation like you're having right now, would not go, you know what I need to do? I need to explain how everything we say about the white man is true. But because I'm a trans woman, I'm also still a victim as a man. Or I'm a trans man. I don't know what the title is. I don't know. Again, listen, Toots, no offense, but I don't know if you can get your original ones back or just switch to the other side of the fence. Because let me just tell you. You ain't got the balls for this. Just wait till the anniversary show. Teach you not to play my video. Trans men are real women. Okay. That's according to Fat Conan. I'm not saying that. I'm just a fool who reads everything on the teleprompter. I really need to get that drop. That should be a thing.
I know how to build friendships, and it is still really, really hard. Try to think about how you can, in your small little community where you feel safe, can reach out to the men in your life and just help them feel maybe seen for a moment. Or do little conversations to help their emotional maturity so that they can reach out to people and have deeper guy friendships.
Deeper guy friendships. You know what this is? You know what this is? This person always wanted to be on the buddies, wanted to have the friends and the team, wanted to hang out with the guy friends, hang out with the bros, and doesn't have any bros. And now he's like, dude, I don't have any bros. Because, look, I hate to explain this to you. And this is something I like, hey, don't feel bad. Let's go back. Don't feel bad. This is something I've had to learn too. Even relatively recently in the last few years, I'll give you a look into my life. A whole bunch of shit caused me to have a whole lot of emotional immaturity. And so I have friends that don't talk to me anymore. Why? Because I behaved like a little bitch. And so they don't want to necessarily be my friend anymore. Not to the point that they won't be my friend, but I'm talking like Xbox gamer friend. Like, we don't really talk anymore, you know? We don't hang out. We don't game. Not like we used to, you know? And that happens. Friends kind of wall off other friends, especially in dude situations when dudes feel like someone's gotten a little too emotional or whatever, and it's like not comfortable. That they kind of just don't hang out. So if you're having trouble building guy friendships, it might be because they think you're kind of a bitch. And so, like, when you're kind of being a chick, and it's like, if I wanted to hang out with my girlfriend, I'd stay home. So, you know what I mean? Like, that's why you're not getting the calls, maybe. You know, maybe. Bros before hoes, she got neither. Oh, look, man. On the one hand, I feel very, very bad for this person being so emotionally just devastated like this. But on the other hand, you also didn't learn a lesson, because while you experienced the thing that that you describe as so horrible for you, you also simultaneously ignored the fact that the reason it exists is, again, because of a very, very over-demonization of a hyper-focused group of one gender of people. And if that group asks to defend itself, well, boy, oh boy, that's just hateful. We don't get to have protests. Hell, if we even raise our voice too much, now we're being threatening. Imagine if any of us struck out and grabbed a gun and decided to do something to point out how we deserve to have a voice too. Why, we couldn't rally to that person and say what they did is right and there should be more blood in the streets, because we're not, the trans community. But because that's what they did. That's what they did. Anyways, we have you acted like a bitch. You acted like a bitch? Yes, well, Salty, I acted like a bitch. I acted like a bitch. I act like a bitch all the time, all right? I am incredibly childish. Trans dict definition of crying, displaying, or engaging in violence, combat, or aggression. I don't know what we're talking about. But like I said, you're just in touch with your feminine side, Johnny. No. I'm not in touch with my feminine side. I'm talking about impetulantly, childishly, get angry and beat the shit out of my leg when it won't work. Break down crying because I can't deal with my condition and how stuff just won't freaking stop in terms of what I go through. Like, a lot of it, yes, is condition related, but ultimately, whether there's a medical condition behind it or not, it is childish behavior. It is immature, inappropriate. It is something that is not what a person should do. But we all have limits, all right? And when you put up with something, you have limits. And when you're comfortable around people, those barriers might slide a little more because you're comfortable around them. Kind of like you let it hang out a little bit. But like I said, and again, I don't expect any like leniency for any of this, but a little bit of a bitch, a little bit of a bitch, All right, I don't even want to know what we're talking about. Someone said something about things that they like. My limit is 3 Big Macs. All right, now I am completely confused. But we will be back tomorrow. I have to do my little brony is going into like a 3rd hour segment or something. I got to do the My Little Brony video. I talked about it. I want to watch this kid explain his group that he's a super big fan of. You know, have you considered being a brony? Oh my God, we could fix you with a brony. Anyways, this has been super duper fun. Brony, well salty, tune in tomorrow. I guarantee we're making it the top of the 3rd hour. What is a brony? The question has been asked. It will be answered by a brony himself in a high school presentation he made. We have the video, and it is amazing. We'll get to that. Anyways, I know what it is. Oh, that's sad. Like, I know what it is too. Anyways, that's going to be super fun. We're going to do a show and stuff tomorrow. I got to go do some things, like hang out with people and stuff. This has been awesome. We'll be back tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. We've been Johnny. You've been an audience. This has been a Minnesota goodbye. Later. That's the wrong song.
Game over. Fuck! What the fuck? Fuck! What the fuck? Fuck this fucking... How did you do fucking... Fuck! Game over, man. Game over. Wait a minute. There's streets, there's trees, there's rocks, there's birds, there's trolls. Come on, we'll bless them all until we get fish sticking. Join me.